This incredible 2021 saga continues. 5 races coming up in the next 6 weeks, all to decide who is going to be the 2021 World Champion. It's round 18 of this fantastic chapter battle of the most gripping page-turner Formula One has ever produced. A 7-time champion of the world versus somebody who was the youngest Grand Prix winner ever, now going for his first ever title. Verstappen and Hamilton reaches ahead here in Mexico City. It's the 2021 Mexican Grand Prix. After a 24-month break, we are back in the capital. The last 5 races of the year with 12 points between them. Mexico City starts off a triple header for Formula One, the biggest we've ever seen. Mexico City to Brazil isn't that bad, but Brazil to Qatar in just 5 days is going to be the biggest long haul ever in Formula One. We're nearing the end of the season though, with Saudi Arabia making very quick progress to try and host its first race on the 5th of December. A week later though, Abu Dhabi will round out the season under the lights on the 12th of December. In the Drivers' Championship, there is just 12 points between them. Max Verstappen leads the title after victory in Austin, Texas. Lewis Hamilton trails by 12 points. Bottas is ahead of Sergio Perez at the moment as well, but just 1 point between Perez and Norris in the battle for 4th place of the Drivers' Championship. Charles Leclerc is in a battle with Carlos Sainz's own teammate Ricciardo, Gasly and Fernando Alonso round out the top 10 that are separated by a staggering 229 points as well after these 17 races. On the second page, Esteban Ocon leads Sebastian Vettel as well, 46-36. On 26 is Lance Stroll as well, an amazing run of points between them. Yuki Tsunoda still 14th, he's 4 points clear of George Russell, who in turn is clear of Nicholas Latifi by 9. Then we go further back as well and get Kimi Raikkonen, and Antonio Giovinazzi is the last points payer. Mick Schumacher, Robert Kubica and Nikita Mazepin are still pointless in the 2021 season. In the Constructors' Championship, everything stays the same for the 3rd race in a row. Mercedes lead Red Bull Racing by 23 points. McLaren and Ferrari are closing in between them for 3rd and 4th in the Constructors' Championship. Alpine, AlphaTauri and Aston Martin, the only ones close enough for the battle for 5th, ahead of Williams, who seem to have secured 8th. Alfa Romeo have 9th, and still pointless, Haas 3 points down on last year. It's the 2021 Mexico City Grand Prix, Red Bull versus Mercedes, Chapter 18. Right, let's get straight into it then, as the race is due off ever so shortly. Let's get in then to Free Practice 1's report as well, and see that it was Valtteri Bottas who topped the first session for Mercedes as well. A 1-2 with Lewis Hamilton putting in P2 as well. Mercedes had a surprise topping of the session here as well. We all thought Red Bull were going to have the upper hand this weekend. How wrong we were, but it was a very dusty start to the session. It looks like we were racing Dakar instead of Formula One. The track not used since Formula E raced here back in the early 2020 as well, over 20 months ago as well. The battle has really been tough going forward. But it's still been good. Low grip conditions gave the advantage as well to Mercedes and hampered Red Bull so much that Sergio Perez went into the wall at the exit of the Foro Sol into the Pelotada. He was the second driver to do this in as many minutes. The first was Charles Leclerc, damaging the rear wing as well. Perez's rear wing gone, so was Charles Leclerc's. It took them about 27 minutes each in order to repair their cars and get back out on the circuit. The top 5, Bottas, Hamilton, Verstappen, Perez and Gasly though, so Honda still looking strong here in their powered cars as well, as we're at high altitude, 2,200 metres above sea level. The exertion cost him 26 minutes for Sergio Perez, but he came out, did well as well. 4 tenths behind his teammate, looking further back. The top 10, Ocon 9th as well. Vettel 10th for Aston Martin. Not bad performances all the way around as well. McLaren Usually super quick, not this time as well. Lando Norris down in P14, Danny Ricciardo P15 as well, just switching around late on in the session to be the opposite of each other. Not great news at all. It was a calm first practice. Bar the spins out there on the circuit, Leclerc and Perez the only two to have problems. On to free practice 2 then, and more of the normal here in Mexico. Max Verstappen topping the timesheets. He did a fantastic 1:17.301. He was 4/10 quicker than second place driver Valtteri Bottas as well. Hamilton went third, Perez fourth, and Sainz putting it in P5 as well. A very strong run there. He was on the hard tyres towards the end of the session, so he could have gone faster if he used the C5 tyres. Pierre Gasly continued his strong performance. He went in P6 as well, ahead of just a few tenths behind Carlos Sainz. But he was ahead of Charles Leclerc on the running order as well. Leclerc having more problems out there on the circuit. Yuki Tsunoda saying engine issues, but he had to start from the back of the grid anyway with a brand new power unit issue. So he has a back of the grid start. The same goes for several drivers, Lance Stroll, Lando Norris, and Antonio Giovinazzi to boot as well. Vettel P9, Alpine with Fernando Alonso rounded out the top 10. Lando Norris P12 as well, behind Raikkonen in P11, but ahead, crucially as well, of Giovinazzi and Esteban Ocon in P14. A session to forget for the midfield drivers as well, as they all got used to the tricky conditions. But it was a pretty calm session that saw Verstappen top and get the most in the running in as the track started to grip here in Mexico ahead of the Grand Prix. On to free practice 3 then, and it was Sergio Perez who put the worries of free practice 1 away with the top time in FP3, a 1:17.024. He was quickest to Verstappen second as well. Mercedes 3-4, Hamilton ahead of Bottas with Sainz rounding out the top 5 as well. It was a quiet session in all, not much drama happening. In fact, nobody went out for the first 7 minutes. This was due to an oil spill down at turn 4 as well, caused by the junior Ferraris as well, racing around in classic cars. So that caused a little bit of time to get the track back up to what it was running at the end of free practice 2, but eventually they did get going out on the circuit. No real problems, just a few people catching it at turn 4 on the exit curves as well, and catching it, losing the rears as well. Carlos Sainz, Yuki Tsunoda, Kimi Raikkonen, Valtteri Bottas, all of them doing the same thing, but it was very, very quiet session in terms of thrills and spills. Everyone just getting used to it as well. It's mainly had a qualifying that the drama really started to set in. Okay, let's go through qualifying number 1 then. Stroll was the driver in the wall with 10 minutes of the session to go. He lost it coming out of the Pelotada, put the rear right wheel on the exit curb and just drifted round the car, just sliding into the wall, taking off the suspension as well. He's got a replacement gearbox. He's already starting at the back of the grid anyway, but now he's going to have to start, I think, from the pit lane we're hearing as well. So a more dramatic news for Lance Stroll after that accident. It took 45 minutes for the session to properly get finished and restarted as well, as Tech Pro barriers had to be changed. At the end of it as well, it was a very dramatic run out, but with 5 drivers having penalties going into this session as well, it was only 7 drivers at a time when the red flag came out. But Mercedes were quick on the balance as well, but it wasn't good enough for anybody to stay safe enough. Alonso was eliminated, the same as Latifi, Schumacher, Mazepin, and Lance Stroll as well. Going into qualifying number 2 then, Mercedes emerged as an actual threat. They topped the session as well. Medium tyres, the runner of the day. The top 10 all by Tsunoda starting on that top 10, but Tsunoda has a good penalty start at the back of the grid anyway. It was a good session as well. Antonio Giovinazzi had a little spin and a tap into the wall as well down at the Foresol Stadium. Managed to get going again, didn't bring out the red flags, but a nasty little accident there. That put out in Q2 Vettel, Raikkonen, Russell, Giovinazzi, and Esteban Ocon. So let's go then and take a look at what happened in qualifying 3. Adam Lembridge alongside myself and Megan Birch in commentary. And the green light is on. Qualifying 3 is underway. The final 12 minutes for these 10 drivers to head out to the track to do battle at the Autodromo Hernandez Rodriguez. A 4.304 kilometre circuit as well, with top speeds at over 330 kilometres an hour. They just got a maximum run of about 3 laps across the next 12 minutes to set their duration as well. Who is going to be fastest and who is going to be the slowest? We already know 2 drivers have different penalty runs. We've got Yuki Tsunoda and Lando Norris, currently 3rd and 10th. They have to start the race from the back of the grid as well. Alongside me in the commentary box is Adam Lemridge and Megan Birch as well. For those of you watching tomorrow in the pre-race show, when we replay Q3, because it's just a lot easier to get the edit done as well. Get in touch on the YouTube chat as well if you're watching live with us as well. Adam, who's your tip for pole position going into this session?
I'm going Checo Perez. I mean, hey, a Mexican starting on full, and if it's not Checo, I'll go say his teammate Max Verstappen, and I think we could see a lap in the 1 minute 16 seconds. I'm surprised we haven't seen one yet in qualifying.
I'm really hoping. The fastest lap we've had here is a 1:19.232. That was set by Charles Leclerc as well. The best pole time was a 1:15.024. But the cars, as you say, Adam, they've slowed down since then. 40% less downforce. Checo Perez is actually out there. He's only been beaten by Norris, Ricciardo, Tsunoda and Gasly, so he's left the pit lane ahead of everyone. Megan, the anticipation's high. 12 points to the championship between Hamilton and Verstappen. Coming into this qualifying, is this a crucial battle for them for qualifying? Do they have to start 1-2 on the grid like 2 weeks ago in America, or can they afford a couple of positions here and there?
I think if they started 1-2 on a grid again, bad things would happen.
Yeah.
Megan, are you thinking we could have a turn 1 crash? No.
I'm thinking a deliberate crash, because that's what I would do.
Oh, okay, Megan. All right. I think it's going to be a Red Bull.
Especially at that tight corner for yes.
Could be a very good one as well.
We've seen it happen before.
Indeed. Pop over to the group chat for a second because we've got... oh, hang on. 2 seconds. Got Lewis Hamilton going slow. Lewis Hamilton is going slow. He's down at turn 8 as well through the S section. I wonder if he's just backing off to get some time. Bottas has done the same thing, but that gave me a little heart attack there, I'm not going to lie, because we saw Sainz slow in qualifying 2. But it's okay. It's all good. Relax, Josh. Keep your nerve and get going again.
Calm it.
Just quick to the chat then, as Humperdinck has said, Formula E under the lights of Tokyo would be magical. It really would. And even Beth agreeing with that one. Trump was in Home Alone 1. I thought it was Home Alone 2. Home Alone 2 is in.
The elevator scene.
I believe as well the Williams investigation is for jumping the queue, says Josh as well. So it looks like that is what. So they've jumped the queue, Adam, which we've seen
as well.
Yeah, he did, didn't he? We've seen the penalties in the before for jumping the queue. Reprimand or a grid penalty? What do you think is coming their way?
Grid penalty.
Yeah, I would agree there because they jumped the queue and disregarded the pit lane as well. Dingback Toast says, "Calm down, lad." Yeah, I will. I promise I'll calm down. As Perez has a big kick of oversteer coming out of the Horquilla corner, which is turn 6. Pronouncing these names is impossible. We've got a brief yellow that like came out on the circuit. Yeah,
it was like a half a second yellow. So I was like,
yeah, not that much with a yellow flag, but we've gone back to green.
Ricciardo so far tops the session, so that
Gasly
taken over.
Gasly 1:16.504 at the moment. Sergio Perez is coming to the line. We're watching him in the mini box as well. Perez top 1:16.225. Mexico erupts, but maybe not for long. Here comes Max Verstappen across the line. Does a 1:16.225. Bottas is fastest in the first 2 sectors. Hamilton is not. He's only setting personal best. We could actually see Bottas steal a pole like he did at the Turkish Grand Prix as well as they come through. Bottas is 0.2 of a second faster at the moment. Out of the Peloton towards the line. Bottas goes pole by a staggering 0.3 of a second. Here comes Hamilton to the line. He's only a 1/10 behind Bottas. It's a Mercedes front row at the moment. Nobody predicted that. They've wiped the board. They're 0.3 quicker than the Red Bulls. Bottas ahead of Hamilton. Megan, you predicted that one.
Yeah, I did.
Adam, where did they find that pace?
That's a good...
Get
You know
him!
what they say about Red Bull? Red Bull gives you wings, so it's like maybe
it's
the wings are now Mercedes.
That's unbelievable. As
And
you
we got
say.
a 115.
Yeah, 115.875. Leclerc's
okay,
was,
nice flat.
That is amazing. The only man this weekend to get into the 115s is Bottas. Lando Norris at turn 1 has, I think, made a slight issue. Oh, he's locked up and has missed the apex. So Norris has not set a time. He's standing at the back of the grid anyway, so it's not really mattering.
Qualifying.
Yeah,
Not qualifying.
Yeah, the commentator challenge.
Commentator challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just decided not to notice corners.
Track limits for Tsunoda, lap time deleted. The same goes for Lando Norris.
Like it matters for either of them.
Yeah, oh, that's it for Verstappen.
How are the tyres and how was the balance?
Still not good, mate. Just sliding on the rear.
Yeah.
Danny Ricciardo's gone P7. Beth is excited about that one in the group chat. That was a very dramatic first part of qualifying. We still have another 6 minutes to go and another run to do. 3 minutes to go then in qualifying number 3. The driver's just about to head back out onto the track for their second runs. They're all waiting, but Red Bull are dead waiting. They're going straight out there, and it's Perez leading Verstappen, and also going out there the two Ferraris. Don't know who's ahead of who.
Ferraris are ahead of Red Bull. They really want.
It's
everything.
Sainz ahead of Leclerc, but Norris is ahead of Ricciardo as the driver tracker kicks into life. You can see directly below us here as qualifying 3 continues on as well. And this is amazing going through. Hang on a minute. We've just had, interesting enough, that the actual F1 TV director got a request from Sky F1 to zoom in on the Red Bull rear wing, and it happened immediately. That's the first time I've ever seen that.
Whoa, hey, me too. That's shocking, I think.
Wow, can we offer an opinion? I mean, we did sort of control the cameras in Hungary a little bit much. If you
It
remember.
always seems to go my way.
Yeah, if we in Hungary, Adam, if you were watching, but then we in the race as well during the red flag, we sort of said, okay, let's see this car, and then it happened. It went off for about 3 or 4 minutes.
Well, earlier,
Yeah.
I wanted a closer camera angle, and it did it.
Beth has gone in the group chat saying that the P word is actually Japanese, which means I can't pronounce it. It's a musical note tone because she's written in Japanese. So that doesn't really go there. Why do they always
How are we meant to know?
Oh, Adam's putting his hand up. Adam might know something.
That's called. I don't know what the word is either. I'm with you guys. I don't know. I'm lost too.
I think we all are a little bit.
Can't you write it in English?
Thank you,
None of us
Megan.
know Japanese.
Megan
Thank you.
immediately on
Thank
it
you.
there. You're just vicious this weekend, Megan.
I haven't had
Nah,
much sleep,
No, she's just nice, right, Megan?
and I woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning.
All right.
Okay, Megan. Okay.
Last 54 seconds of qualifying
I get
then. The
grumpy.
drivers have started their lap times as well. 50 seconds to go. Who's going to be the first driver to get pole position at Mexico in 24 months? Will it be Sergio Perez or the man he's towing around the lap, Max Verstappen? Head says it's going to be Verstappen. Heart desperately wants Perez.
The only person I know who speaks Japanese is my friend Lee, and I.
Oh, Perez is only
think he told me the
0.03 off. Oh, Perez is quicker than Verstappen. In the first sector, Perez is quicker than Verstappen. And Bottas has gone even faster in that first sector at 27.025. Bottas is
happy
electric.
days.
But I don't know about you, Adam, but ever since the announcement was made he's leaving Mercedes, he's been a man possessed.
Oh, goes off the track.
Yeah, he's been.
Perez is off! Perez, sorry, Adam! Is that Verstappen? It's Verstappen! Verstappen's gone off! I can't tell which Red Bull it is! That's Perez there, surely! Which one are we following? Which car
There was
went
a
off?
Mercedes off as well.
No, it was an AlphaTauri, so I can't tell which one it was. I think it was Perez. It was. Perez went off. Perez has blown his chance of qualifying on pole position. Verstappen might have done the same. A bad middle sector. Verstappen can't improve. Perez goes off. Red Bull blew their chance of a 1-2 in Mexico with a mistake, and it's now open goal for Mexico's McLarens. And as well, throwing the Mercedes as Bottas doesn't improve but keeps pole position. Hamilton is improving. Can he find time? No, he can't. He's 3/10 off in the third sector. It's Valtteri Bottas who has taken a shock pole position as Sergio Perez
Not a
buckles under the pressure at the S's and goes straight on. It is Bottas's third pole of the year. It is 19th of his career. He wins the Fangio helmet as well. My goodness me, Adam, that was a shocker. It really is a fantastic session. Well done to Mercedes. Only Megan predicted that one right as well, with Valtteri Bottas taking pole position for just the 19th time in his Formula 1 career. Could be his last as well, with a couple of races to go before he moves to Alfa Romeo. Mercedes front row then with Red Bull on row 2. It's Bottas from Hamilton, Verstappen and Perez. That could be very interesting in the 900 metres down towards turn 1. Okay, time to come up to the commentary box then. On the other side of this, it will be the 2021 Mexico City Grand Prix. But first of all, let's take a look at the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez in lap attack. On the other side, it's Grand Prix time. Let's take a look around the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez in Mexico, a 2.674 mile circuit, 17 turns in total with DRS zones. Your top speed around this lap time over 175 miles an hour. On board with Max Verstappen in the Red Bull. Down, open the control line to start the lap. A long 900-meter run down towards turn number 1. You reach a maximum 8th gear at 347 kilometers an hour before slamming onto the brakes. 3rd gear, 120 kilometers an hour into the right, then the left, and the right again at turn 3. Exit power, 6th gear, 235 kilometers an hour, max it up to 320 kilometers, 8th gear for the braking zone for turn 4, 2nd gear, 105 kilometers an hour, double apex 4, 5 and 6, it all tightens up, 2nd gear, 90 kilometers an hour, down to 75 kilometers an hour, back on the power before he comes through the SE sections as well, 6th gear, down into 5th, 225, rising up, right the exit of these two corners as well, you're going to be doing 6th gear at 240 kilometers an hour, open up the DRS as you head down towards the Forosol Stadium as well, before the Pelotada, heavy on the brakes, 3rd gear, 130 kilometers an hour, back on the accelerator, 2nd gear, 80 kilometers an hour, as you pass between the two of the baseball stadium stands into the Pelotada now as well. Get back on the power and exit 4th gear, 190, right to the line, 8th gear, 305, and that is a lap of the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez here in Mexico, 2,000 meters above sea level. Oh, it is all but a dream sequence the past couple of weeks. The legendary battle we had between Hamilton and Verstappen just 2 weeks ago at the Circuit of the Americas. We are all now awaiting Chapter 18 of this amazing title battle. Mexico City returns to the Formula 1 calendar. The Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez first appeared in F1 in 1963. Gets his name from the two Rodriguez brothers as well. One of them is actually buried at this circuit. The next 2 races take part at the highest altitudes on the calendar. Mexico is 2,200 meters above sea level, and then 2,510 meters above sea level is Interlagos. Mexico goes absolutely potty for Formula 1. That was part of the pre-race pageantry as well, and so it should. It's a 2.674 mile circuit. Elevation change is just minimal at 2.8 meters. A staggering 3 DRS zones around this 17-turn circuit. A 118.741 is the fastest lap. Action zones. Well, how about turn 1? The S's Marcella Solana, where Verstappen and Hamilton came together back in 2019 at the start. 3 races ago, they made contact in Monza. 3 races before that was Silverstone as well. Their first contact, they're due for another. Verstappen was part of the battle between Ricciardo and Vettel in 2016. Ricciardo eventually got the podium. Verstappen also dive bomb at the Forosol Stadium. Valtteri Bottas in 2019. He had his blood out for the two Mercedes that day. Tyre compound sees the hardest C2, the medium is the C3, and the soft, the C4 tyre compound as well. Let's take a look then how they look on the starting grid for this Mexico City Grand Prix. It is an absolutely unique sight to see Mercedes lock out the front row. Valtteri Bottas ahead of Lewis Hamilton, taking pole position number 19 of his career. The second row is Max Verstappen and local hero Sergio Perez as well. They've already been going mad for him in the grandstands. The third row, Pierre Gasly alongside Carlos Sainz. Row 4, 7th and 8th, Daniel Ricciardo ahead of Charles Leclerc. And now we start to get the penalties that have been applied, because Sebastian Vettel starts in P9, Kimi Raikkonen rounds out the 5th row in P10. Row 6 sees Antonio Giovinazzi ahead of Fernando Alonso. The 7th row, 13th and 14th on the grid, Nicholas Latifi equaling one of his highest ever grid slots alongside Mick Schumacher, equaling his highest grid slot in Formula 1 history. At the Turkish Grand Prix, Mazepin does the same for the same race in 15th. Then we get our penalties. George Russell 16th, Yuki Tsunoda 17th, Lando Norris 18th as well. 19th on the grid for Esteban Ocon and 20th for Lance Stroll. Cars 63 and 18 have a 5-place grid penalty for a replacement gearbox. Cars 22, 18, 4 and 31 required to start from the back of the grid for additional power unit elements used. And boy, oh boy, does it get dramatic. Alongside me in the comment box as well is Megan Birch, and for part of the race is Ian Birch. Dad, first of all, to you, welcome to Mexico. It's been a crazy couple of races as well. Where do you see the Verstappen-Hamilton's fight swinging here today?
It's over there.
Oh, well, that helps, being directly in front. But who do you think is going to have the big advantage?
Well, you know, I think Gasly's going to have a big say in this.
Yeah, I do too. P5 on the grid, effectively 3 Red Bulls.
It's such a long way to the first corner.
Yeah, 900 metres.
And Gasly's going to get like a 4-car drag.
Yeah, and he's going to have the inside line. Interesting enough, though, this Grand Prix has never been won outside of the top 3. Perez tries to do that here today as well, because the first driver since Jackie Stewart did it back in 1963.
I think Toto believes that there's going to be an incident at the first corner. I think it'll be second or third, don't you, Meg?
Yeah, though I just saw they had to move Perez's car back just then. I think he got a little bit too excited and went a bit too further forward.
Megan as well, as you can see, tyre compound starting there. We'll go with Josh Plays in just a second. Megan, the anticipation is building here. 5 races to go in 6 weeks. It's a grueling end to the championship. We start our triple header right now, but oh my God, 5 races in 6 weeks to decide this amazing championship. Is it Christmas already?
Probably, though I had to stop 2 of our family members singing Christmas songs today.
Not surprised. Over at race control for us as well in the pit lane is Josh Plays. Josh, good afternoon. Can you hear us? You've got news for us as well about the starting tyres. Once again, I can't hear you. This keeps happening for some reason via the laptop as well. Desperately trying to hear. Okay. Give us a second. Could be my end. Try again, Josh. Yeah, it's my fault on my end, so I'll fix that for just a second as they start their parade lap.
Stefan Buga says, what do you think of the podium? Will it look like this? Hamilton, Bottas and Verstappen. It's that if you were a betting man, that could be the bet for today. But me personally, I feel that this is going to be one of those incident days. I've just got this little feeling, haven't you, Meg?
Yeah, I really do have that feeling. There's smoke things going off in the crowds and the stands right now.
Okay, Josh, can you hear us down there in the pit lane?
I can.
I can hear you. Fantastic. What have you got for us?
Everyone in the top 10 except Tusonda starts on the medium tyre, with Tusonda starting on the soft tyre. And race control has sent out a note to all teams.
Oh,
sorry, we lost you there, Josh.
The turn 1/2/3 requirements for the race start or any subsequent standing start restart only. Any driver who leaves the track at turn 1 or 2 will be required to ensure that they rejoin the track safely and do not gain a lasting advantage. In practical terms, this will mean giving up any positions that were gained. So basically, they do not have to go round the bollard at turn 3 on any race start/restarts. Lance Stroll has had a gearbox replaced and got a drop of 5 grid positions, but he was already had a penalty to be at the back of the grid, so that doesn't really mean anything.
No, it doesn't, does it?
Does it?
2 seconds, Josh. 2 seconds.
Michael, this is not on. Look how slow they're going. Both Alphas.
Mercedes are complaining over on the radio as well as the cars line up. Thanks, Josh. We'll come back to you later on in the session. We're getting ready for the start then of this Grand Prix. FIA already not happy. Mercedes not happy either at the moment with the way things are going, with the 2 Alfa Romeos being slow at the back.
Mercedes already tattletaling again in the beginning. What is it with
Don't you think
Red
that's
Bull
Red Bull's
and
job?
Yeah, it's usually Red Bull.
Tensions start to rise. The nerves begin to rise as well here. 71 laps ahead of us. The first corner will be crucial. 5 races in 6 weeks. 2 men in the hunt for the title. 900 metres to turn 1. It's action in Mexico City. It's a good start from Bottas. It's a slow start from Hamilton. But in the second phase of the start, the level down towards turn 1. Verstappen's going the turn. The 2 Red Bulls go side by side. Verstappen's trying to go around the outside. In towards turn 1. Hamilton's got the inside line. Verstappen leads. Lando locks up. And Lynn just takes the back. And Bottas spins in the middle of the track. Yellow flags are everywhere. Is anyone going to hit him? Yes. Car in the air in the background. One of the Alpha Tauris. Verstappen makes a brilliant start and leads the Mexican Grand Prix from Hamilton second, Perez third, Bottas down. Gasly's got damage as well. He tagged the side as well at the back.
It was Tsunoda getting hit. Literally lifted up.
Once again, Tsunoda plays the blinding battle between them. Safety car, I think's coming out, and it is. Virtual safety car. No full safety car already on the crazy first lap. George Russell has made a storming start over to P9.
Right, so I think the ones involved in that battle were Bottas, somewhere Schumacher got involved, and Tsunoda. They were the ones who all went way down to the bottom. Stroll was just normal. And Norris was also involved, so was Ricciardo.
Tsunoda's
we have
stopped.
the front wing damage for one of the McLarens.
So that was That must have been Lando, or was it? Yeah, because no, it's not.
Look at that. That's
Tsunoda's out.
Take a bit of dealing with that.
This will be a red flag, surely, because look, if that car's
Yuki is out.
That car's damaged the sensor control, then it'll have to be craned away.
He's
so
getting out of the car.
Yeah, that's what's happened to Schumacher.
Schumacher's out.
So Schumacher stopped.
Is it funny that every time Karina turns up at the circuit, his mother, something happens to him?
He's just like, Mother, you a curse on me of the races.
Yeah, Mother and Auntie are this weekend, so, you know.
Nice action. Yeah. So already the safety car is out. Ricciardo coming into the pit. So you're right, Dad. It's Ricciardo who has got the damage. And he's coming down the pit lane. Norris has dropped down to 15th place. Everybody getting held up. And now Bottas is still circulating as well. You can see him on the driver tracker coming into the pit lane now as well. And already that, I don't like seeing a JCB on the track.
We're not supposed to have a JCB on the track with the drivers things. That's why it shouldn't be a safety car.
That should be red flag.
It should be red flag.
Yeah, I don't like the look of that one, actually, with JCBs on the track, because we know exactly how they go.
I think there's too much damage here. Because they can't get the car up.
Ricciardo's gone up to hard tyres then. So drama already. Let's hear from Max Verstappen. He's trying to come through on the radio. Schumacher stopped. Right, let's take a look at the start. Lights.
Surely.
Here's the 5 lights now, and go.
Whose fault was it?
Well, good start from Bottas, but Hamilton got a poor getaway. Then in the second phase, really got alongside. Perez already blocked from the side. Great start from Max Verstappen, right round the outside of the 2. Here's the McLaren dive bombing the inside. That was Daniel Ricciardo going up the inside, just tagging the back of Bottas.
It was Danny's fault.
Yeah, well, no, but I think Ricciardo was in a position where he couldn't go. Bottas turned in on him. And
he locked up, and that caused all that.
What caused Yuki? Schumacher hit the back of Tsunoda. Down to someone. So there's Ricciardo locking up, tags the back of Bottas, who's taking a strange line, and then all mayhem further back. And they all actually, it was Alonso followed by Schumacher collecting Tsunoda at the back. So they all just sort of concertinaed. Yeah,
someone completely cut the corner.
Just keep cleaning the tyre surface. Keep cleaning the tyre surface.
So let's hear from Lewis Hamilton. He's on the radio now as well, talking with the team.
So we've got Perez at car behind.
There's Valtteri.
Oh, has anyone?
Valtteri got a tap. He's now back of the grid. He's continuing to run.
Safety car is lap turn 1, incident noted. This is Daniel Ricciardo, started 7th, and I don't think that's a racing incident, but what do you think, Dad?
Yeah, no.
No, what do you think?
No, I think, to be honest, I think Valtteri had the corner there, and it's got to be a problem cold breaks for Danny Rick. Danny Rick wouldn't do that on purpose, but that's. I don't want to say that's a racing incident. That's a bit of naivety on Danny's side, and that's not real, is it?
Bottas going to spin around. Josh, in 2 seconds, Josh, Bottas got ready. That's a terrifying image for Valtteri Bottas to be facing oncoming traffic.
I remember Michael facing oncoming traffic.
Yeah,
and then car going over the top of him.
Sutil all over the back of him back there as well. He got going again there. Josh Plays has news for us in the pits. Josh.
So the safety car is deployed, as you know, and Valtteri Bottas and Danny Ricciardo have switched from medium to hard, and this is from qualifying. Kimi Raikkonen has received a reprimand for crossing the line and painted area at pit entry and breaching Chapter 4, Article 4D of Appendix L and Article 12.2.1.I of the FIA International Sporting Code, and both Williams cars did not leave in the pit lane in the correct order in relation to other cars already in the fast lane, and the decision is no further action. And the stewards heard from the drivers and team representative. At the restart of the session, cars 63 and 6 left the pit lane ahead of cars which had already formed up in the fast lane. The stewards accept the team's explanation that unless they are first to move to the fast lane, the positioning of their garages, which are located at the end of the pit lane, makes it impossible for their cars to join the end of the line of cars already there. The stewards also accept that it is difficult for the driver, having moved out of his garage, to determine exactly where he should filter into the line of cars once they start to leave the pit lane. In these circumstances, and considering that no unsafe situation was caused in this incident, the stewards determined that no further action is appropriate. And when Lewis Hamilton was coming out of the pit lane onto the grid, he reported no power for a moment during his practice start, so we'll have to keep an eye out for that.
Excellent. Thanks, Josh.
So, Bottas turned in on Ricciardo. Beth, yeah, he did take a different line, but he was well ahead, so he had the corner.
I saw what happened. Right, so with the Tsunoda and Schumacher incident...
Yeah, go on. It's 2 seconds back on Ricciardo.
Okay, Daniel, there is some damage to the left-hand side rearward deflector. That's like the barge board area. It doesn't look massive at the moment. Difficult to give you numbers until we start running normally.
And that's why they couldn't get the
car up, the
jack out.
So, what happened with Tsunoda and Schumacher? They got sandwiched. They sandwiched in Ocon, safety car in this lap, says race control. And Ocon basically got sandwiched, and that caused both of Schumacher and Tsunoda to just get basically rammed up both sides of him. So I'm surprised he hasn't come into the pit lane for
just
anything
sort of launched
just yet.
up. Yeah, no suspension damage either.
Fernando Alonso, he narrowly missed everything. The only thing he did was run over a little piece of debris.
The steward things that Josh was on about is from yesterday's qualifying, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where
so tyres in a pretty good window. We'll take a little bit of lift and coast.
So.
That's better. Go on, Dad.
Where Raikkonen was going into the pit, started to go things, realised that there was a red flag and came out again.
Yeah, here we go then. Look at this. We're coming to the restart. Max Verstappen leading us through the Forest Sol Stadium, gets on the accelerator, back into the Peraltada. Green flags are out. The race is back underway. Max Verstappen, after a great initial start, leads us away on the restart, down towards turn 1, 900 metres, and now we get to see exactly how quick the slipstreams can be. Verstappen already darting one way, then the other as well. Gasly's battling with the back of Perez. Presumably, he's got orders to stay away. Meantime, Leclerc trying to side Sainz, trying to go right round the outside of Giovinazzi, and does so. Giovinazzi can't get through, holds back the positions as well. Sainz moves up the order. Good clean restart as it currently stands as well. Alonso passes Mazepin at the moment, but once again, drama at the start. It means we've got... Oh, Ocon's dropped back. He's been passed by Latifi and Norris, as you notice. Oh, and Ocon's dropping way back.
Told you, problems.
All action in the midfield as well. We want to take a look further back as well. Latifi back to 13th, Norris to 14th. Stroll gets ahead of Norris now. They're changing positions faster than a Mexican barn dance, it seems.
Right, so...
Stroll's down to 18th and Ricciardo's past Bottas again. So Bottas in trouble.
Ooh, I'm not liking what Ocon as. Stroll drops way back now to 18th. That's a transponder issue.
Either that or the side-by-side.
As
I
well.
can't see where they are on the driver track, and they're all sort of stuck together, aren't they, at the moment? Latifi trying to hold back as well from Lando Norris. This is the battle we wanted to see, but everybody now says as well, we've got Chapter 18 of the Verstappen-Hamilton fight. They came together 3 races ago in Monza. They came together 3 races before that in Silverstone. They're due a contact here, and they've done it previously in the past. They're leading 1-2. It's America Part 2.
Yeah, I think so too. But Beth is right. We saw like she did, that there were 3 cars, and that's why Bottas took that line.
A tight inside line.
A tight inside line, yeah, because of the fact that 3 into that corner won't go.
Right, so we have Ferrari side by side.
Is that the
for
clear?
5th and 6th right now. That's certainly going to be interesting.
Yeah, they are. This is they're just happening further ahead, aren't they? So this
gas isn't that close actually.
It's closing in. Latifi's trying to hold off Lando Norris. Now Latifi running 13th, Norris running 14th as things currently stand as well. As green's all the way around at the moment. Very good for Verstappen, says Stefan as well. It absolutely is. This is Stroll, Megan. Talk us through it.
Right, so Stroll goes up the
Ricardo, yeah.
outside.
Whoa!
Oh!
He nearly runs into the back and he cuts the corner and the braking's over turn 4.
He was the one who said that was.
And that's what caused the yellow a second ago, and that's why he's dropped back. So the action was happening in the midfield. The Mexican director missed that.
At least he did all he could to avoid it.
Yeah, and he could, he didn't run into the back of the guy in the World Championship content stage.
Ooh.
If you saw MotoGP today,
Little drifting there from Ricardo.
good day for Australia, back on the podium in MotoGP.
Turn 7 incident involving cars 3 Ricardo and 18 Stroll has been noted by theme stewards.
Right, no sign of investigation just yet then at the moment. Lap 7 of 71 then, and this crazy already energetic Mexican Grand Prix. Verstappen leads 2.2 seconds to Hamilton. It looks like out of the 2, Hamilton's won here in 2016 and 2019. Verstappen won here 2017 and 2018. They've both won twice in the last 5 years. It looks like Verstappen's going to make that thrice in the past 5 years as well as they keep racing up. Of course, it's a low grip circuit, this one as well, because they haven't had Verstappen.
2.4 max.
2.4. That's the gap.
What I said, stint to the last race.
Yeah, everything as well. Josh, I know you're watching the YouTube as well. You may as well just put the, if you need to speak, put it in the YouTube chat because the Discord has sort of gone funny on the laptop, so I can't see it at the moment with the TV pictures. I've got the timings on there as well, so just message through there.
I tell you what, it's looking good for Perez.
Stefan says that Giovinazzi up to 7th. That's awesome today. I think he's right.
Hamilton saying over the radio. He's quick, and he really is, isn't he? He's already pulled out 2 seconds since the safety car came in.
He's going 200s.
And he set the fastest second sector time that last lap time as well. Beth saying, MotoGP, was it Wayne or Mick? Wayne, well, it was Remy Gardner, wasn't it?
Well, Beth, I'm going to tell you, I actually knew Wayne Gardner. And,
Team ready, Verstappen.
Remember what I said, stint to the last race.
That's quick.
Windy, isn't it?
Yeah, so they're going to try and go on the backup plan of what they did last time. As we see,
trying to pass Russell on the outside.
He's tried that pass manoeuvre before. He got taken out by Bottas in 2015 doing that manoeuvre.
He's going to try the inside now, it looks like. And he just can't get past it. I think he's backed out.
Yeah, he has. Back to your dad or about Wayne Gardner?
Yeah, Wayne Gardner. I knew him 30 years ago, and he's a great lad. And Mick, who's Mick? Remy's his son.
Right.
Do you mean Mick Doohan?
Who?
Mick Doohan.
Mick
Doohan, yeah.
Mick Doohan, I get what she's on about now, yeah.
Wayne Gardner and Mick Doohan, yeah.
Yeah, Remy had a good race. He hasn't got the World Championship yet, but hopefully at Valencia next week, he's in a good position now. He's about, 16 points clear?
23.
23
yeah, 23,
clear.
Yeah.
Well, that's almost there for Remy. If you didn't see, Acosta did it in 3. The kid drove.
Raikkonen.
He rode a tremendous race this morning.
Right.
I was really, really impressed with the moves that he was making. And, it was a great race.
Raikkonen right round the outside of Russell now for P9. So the two cars, admittedly, that shouldn't be this high up throughout the field, battling each other for 2 and 1 World Championship point at the moment. We're still Russell back into the points.
Fastest lap goes to Verstappen with a 1:21.520, and it's getting close between the two Ferraris since they're literally just in a second of each other. Don't trust the fact that it says gap there. That's the gap to the leader, Josh.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I know, gap to the leader. Don't worry.
Yeah, because it's gone weird. So.
Also, I'd love to know as well.
Fastest lap. Bless you.
Bottas saying there's not much you can do apart from the sets of the tyres.
Fastest lap goes to Max again with a 1:21.051.
Already they're trying to push through, and no investigate. Do you want to turn that heater off because it's setting me off as well?
No, it's not me.
For once, it's not setting me off.
Isn't it? Oh, well, that's only for you. The heater, it's just it gets up your nose.
Mick Doohan actually appears in this paddock quite often.
Look at this.
His son is driving in the low formula.
Look at Alonso. He's got such a run down towards turn 1. Pulls to the outside of Russell as well into turn 1. They're going to touch there, surely. How do they not? Wheel to wheel. Alonso giving him a lot of room there. There's a lot of respect between these two. Alonso has caught George Russell a future world champion. There's a lot of mutual respect between the two, and it's being shown right there on the track today. Alonso into 10th, Russell to 11th. But did you see, Megan?
Okay, mate,
the little look.
In front of him.
And that Alonso game.
The leader's Raikkonen, he's P9.
That's Norris on the radio as well, just being told. Watch this again. Right round the outside, into turn 1, back on the power.
Doesn't back down.
Did they touch wheels? No, they did not.
Why would they? They're both class drivers, you know.
Let's have
Team
from
Radio
Alonso.
Alonso.
Nice work. That's all we got told there from Alonso.
I'm happy.
A few moments ago, that was good. Beth saying as well, Snap, I did a casual work cleaning the WGR workshop in Woolligan when I was there at uni. I sort of lived kind of next door-ish at the time. Oh, wow.
Great.
I do love it as well. It's fantastic, isn't it? All this. Tell you what, the driver track is not broken. They just really are that close to each other at the track at the moment. I promise you, it's not broken. They are so close to each other at the moment on that circuit. Either that or the timing screen might need. It is actually broken. We don't know about it. No, it's the same. I just checked on the second monitor in the box. Let's hear quickly from Carlos Sainz.
What do you want me to do? Cool the tires or what?
Sainz saying is quicker and asking the team what should he do because Leclerc's in front of him.
I'm happy because Alonso's in 10th. Though Norris passes Mazepin for 12th.
Wow.
Just as Stroll also passes Latifi for 15th. And it's fastest... I can't...
Yeah, that's Verstappen.
What have you done to that?
I haven't. 1:21.051 at the moment. I haven't done a thing to it.
Oh, yeah, you have.
I haven't touched anything.
You move and that's changed it.
It hasn't changed. No, it changes automatically.
Time.
Yeah, the lap times have got deleted. I tell you, right now, the fastest lap time is Verstappen's at the moment. It's closing up again. It's a 1:20.958.
I ain't liking that.
It's a 1:20.958. There you go. Look, fast lap of the race for Verstappen. They've put it on a graphic for you at the top of the screen there, Mex.
Still, I don't like how it's all clumped together.
Yeah, Wayne used to be part of the Honda Superbike team that was based just outside of town. Along with a lot of the British lads that were champions as well.
I can't read.
Can't read it properly.
I don't know what I could do.
Understood.
Latifi's radio's given up.
Roger Marshall, Roger Burnett, and people like that. And good day back on the podium for one of our local lads.
Latifi is in the pits now.
Yeah, hang on a second as well, because Mazepin's coming under pressure from Esteban Ocon down in towards turn 1. Yeah, Latifi in the pit lane. We just heard him on the radio. It sounded like the radio was cracking a lot as well. It couldn't get through that much. I wonder if there's a problem there. Mazepin has got no DRS as they head down towards turn number 4 as well, into the Estelago corner. Ocon trying to go right around the outside. Mazepin running out of room as well. That's dirty for Mazepin, but it's the apex of the corner. It does tend to give it to there. Ocon wasn't happy with that one. He slowed coming out of the corner and looked in his mirror. I swear he also raised his hand. I'd love to see the onboard of Ocon there.
Yeah, let's close up to Hamilton. Main losses in the high speed, 7, 9, 10.
They look so
We always
slow.
knew Ocon was a good little driver. You know, I mean, you don't spend that much time in the, the Mercedes junior sides without learning a few things off people like Lewis.
And he's definitely learned it there. Yeah, you definitely learned it there, don't you? Esteban Ocon already proven to be a race winner so far this year. As you said, Dad, just before the start of the race, Gasly's proving to be what he's worth. Because really, Red Bull and Honda as well have trapped Hamilton. With Bottas dropping back to 17th position, Hamilton, just like he was at the United States Grand Prix, is in a Red Bull trap. No matter where he pits from, Stroll comes into pit. No matter where he will pit from, it will always put Hamilton behind a Red Bull driver. It's done. As a lot of smoke coming off there from the brake ducts as well. Slow stop for Stroll. And look at that. The brake duct itself and the wheel gun firing.
Smoking.
4-second stop there for Stroll.
At the pit stop, right-hand side mirror down.
That's Russell asking for the right-hand mirror down.
They're all breaking up.
Yeah, they're not having the best connection issue today, are they? But look at those speed that Williams has coming out of the pit lane. Latifi trying to go around the outside of Stroll. Stroll on cold tyres. Look at that. Understeer mid-corner. Latifi tries to cut back. Have the inside towards turn 3. And Stroll cuts him off. Latifi had to back out of it there. Otherwise, he lost his front wing. Unbelievable little dramas between those two as well. As Beth says as well,
Canadians just attract to each other, don't they?
Yeah, they did. Well, they crashed in Austin, didn't they, that one? They ran into each other at the top of the hill. Beth says as well, they were running the Coke V8 Commodores at the time. Given they come from the same US state and have the same last name, I wonder if Adam is related to Arvin as well. If those rumours are heard about being replaced in 2013, true, to misquote that old phrase.
They were Holden Commodores, weren't they?
Yes, yeah. Ocon goes off like a frog in a Formula 1 car. I've got a frog. Hamilton.
He's Adam called Levine.
Hamilton's tyres are going as well after just 14 laps. That's going to be in a very difficult situation to see if he can keep those tyres going. As Mazepin goes into the pit lane, as you say, Megan. Dad.
I was just going to ask whether Adam is called Levine.
Leverage.
Leverage, yeah. I thought that. Avril Leverage. Avril Levine. I don't know.
I think he's a skater boy. Yes. I've been waiting to get that. I've been waiting to get that in all season long as well.
Yeah, back to the Formula 1.
Yeah, Norris is closing in on the back then of George Russell over P11. Latifi's past Mazepin, who's just come out of the pit lane as well. But if Hamilton's tyres are starting to go off, either that's true or it's a coded message like we've seen them do so many times this year before.
Do you like his helmet?
Lando's?
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, they've all been doing their own helmets. The part of the Schumacher organisation, they've given away for people where you're not supposed to wear helmets by law.
Yeah.
But we obviously the FIA want people to wear helmets even in those countries. And Mexico is one of those countries where you don't have to ride a motorbike with a helmet. But it's obviously beneficial because if you come off, you could kill yourself instantly.
2 seconds, Lando Norris going for the back, pulls to the inside to George Russell down towards turn 1, easily moves it as Ocon comes into the pit lane as well. Promotes everybody up, but Norris up to P11 after that start. Back to you, Dad.
And that's why Karina and the rest of the family are here this weekend, because they're giving away, I think it's 20,000 of these helmets that only cost about $20 each. But that's 20,000 people that are safer on the road because of the Schumacher Foundation.
Right, so we're getting a replay of Lando Norris doing something now.
Well, this is him getting past Russell. It's getting past Russell.
I was just getting past.
Yeah,
Ocon enters the pits again. I don't know why it's saying once, because he's been in there already once.
Check out how's the balance.
Yeah, I've been struggling a bit with the understeer.
Been in there once
but
before.
the rear tires are getting hot. Just grip overall. I don't think there's much we can do on balance.
Okay, copy that, Checo. Flap adjust for the next stint.
Track temp. Oh,
yeah, normal adjustment.
Copy.
My tyres are just getting better, he says over that radio. We just heard the full one on the PLC before the TV pictures came up. Very interesting to see that Nat Checo is saying his tyres are fine. Sergio Perez is going to, at the moment, be on the podium in his home Grand Prix, but he stands a very, very good chance of actually winning this race. Now, let's just talk about this. If the plan works and Hamilton drops behind Gasly and it's a Honda engine 1, 2, 3, would Verstappen pull over and let Perez go through for the race win at his own race? Really? I think he might.
No.
Title points?
Check when you can.
Yeah. Too much of a Schumacher.
Mainly understeer behind the car.
No one's mentioning the little problem with the Red Bulls. I think it's turn 3 or turn 4. The vibration caused at that corner has caused damage to where the wing meets the engine mountings.
I've got a question. Why is it saying that Ocon's only done 1 pit stop when we know he's done 2?
Not sure, actually. I was just looking at the same reasoning. I think the driver tracker's broken as well. So it's been working all weekend, and the driver track has actually bust now as well, which is exactly what we need. The Mexican fans, though, love this. They can see that their home hero is getting closer to the back of Lewis Hamilton as well. 327,000 fans in attendance here today. I really, really wonder if it's going to be Perez who's on the back of Hamilton already.
Giovinazzi pit.
I really think that Lewis's strategy here is an undercut, don't you?
Yeah, I think Lewis is going to try and go long, get the undercut as well, because otherwise they need to get out of this Red Bull trap.
He's preserving his tyres.
Who's that? That's Danny Ricciardo going very wide to try and get out the toe
into the dust.
Bottas, throwing in the dust, and there goes Giovinazzi leaving the pit lane. But amazingly, Ricciardo holds the advantage over Bottas as well. Beth saying as well, I've got some stuff whenever you're ready. Oh,
and
okay,
that's Josh.
That's Josh. It's Beth with the blue arrows as well. I just saw. Well, I'll go over to the Discord.
Telling you that you should go to Josh.
Yes, so I'll go over to the Discord and I will throw over, hopefully, if it works. Josh Payne has got news for us in the pitch. Josh. Oh, can you hear me?
372,000. Yep.
Yeah.
Can you?
Yes,
hear
I
me?
can hear you. I can hear you. Go for it.
Okay, 372,000 people have entered the gates over the weekend. Nicholas Latifi switched from medium to hard. Stroll medium to hard. Mazepin medium to hard. Ocon soft to hard. Russell medium to hard. Giovinazzi medium to hard. And the stewards have received a report from the race director to consider the following matter and determine the following. For Kimi Raikkonen doing 102.7 kilometers an hour in the pit lane in the reconnaissance laps.
And the reconnaissance laps. Okay, so Raikkonen speeding in the pit lane before the session's even begun. Yeah, that'll be a slam dunk drive through.
You can do an undercut at any of the tracks, by the way.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
And that's 22 kilometers an hour, and the decision has come through.
Brilliant.
That Alfa Romeo have been fined €1,000.
That's that's a little soft in my opinion. They should have given Raikkonen a drive through because he's the one driving the car. The steward's being very inconsistent once again. Okay, thanks Josh. If you've got anything else, just say it and I will put it on immediately. So keep up and I will see you soon.
I can understand what Beth means, that it may not be a track that you can do an undercut in. But I just reckon that I can be wrong.
Yeah,
that Lewis is going to go a lot longer than Max.
How is the balance?
Is that ready?
It's about right. A little bit on the understeering side.
What tyres is Max on?
Max, medium. The top 10 on mediums.
Yeah, so they've all got to go on to the hards.
Yeah.
Round about, what, lap 30?
I'd say that. Every car still running in the race, the top... Oh, hang on, Perez.
Okay, so Hamilton's pitched up a bit, 21-2. They stay on him.
As Valtteri Bottas goes for a move on the McLaren of Danny Ricciardo down towards turn 1 as well. He can't find
time
through
to
there.
find turn 7. Time to find turn 7.
That's Ricciardo. He's being told find time turn 7 as well. Stefan says Hamilton just keeps on losing time with his pace. Perez is probably going to catch him. The gap is currently 2 seconds. So as he said, they have stepped it up. Oh, Megan.
I have a feeling something is wrong.
With?
The back of the grid.
Why?
I just get this feeling their times, it doesn't seem right. For one, Latifi just got lapped.
Yeah, it's only Mazepin.
Also, their times, it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, nothing works. It doesn't look like anything is working.
Latifi's dropping back massively now.
Yeah, so he's dropped off.
too.
Dad did mention earlier on as well, remember, Sergio Perez is running with a broken rear wing. There was a crack in the rear wing on Max Verstappen's car after free practice 2.
But a broken rear wing on Perez's after that.
Yeah, so they've swapped them over. So Perez, who had the new wing, that was given to Verstappen. And now
That's
Perez...
favouritism.
Well, Perez
They're starting to catch the first back markers.
On the radio
massively
now.
in front of Hamilton.
Yeah, and Perez has now got Verstappen's cracked rear wing that has been repaired, but he said in an interview yesterday as well, Perez said the car's never been the same since FP3, but he is doing okay right now,
I'm sorry,
being in the top 3.
Why have they decided to give one of the driver's parts, which they could have fixed, to the other?
The championship standings.
Yeah, not
that
bad.
shouldn't matter.
Not bad for a number 2 driver. They did the same at Silverstone 2010. Sebastian Vettel
I
broke
don't like
his...
that.
Sebastian Vettel... Red Bull brought 2 new front wings to that race. Vettel broke his in practice, and immediately they took Mark's new wing, gave it to Vettel. Mark had the old wing. Mark went on to win that race the last time that Red Bull changed their wings. Red Bull gives you wings. I wonder if this will give Sergio Perez a race win and keep up that tradition of every time a wing gets taken off the second driver to give to the second driver wins the race. Because right now, Verstappen's got 7 seconds to Lewis Hamilton, 9 seconds to Sergio Perez, but Perez is closing down on Hamilton.
Yeah, pace 1, 2, just on thermal limit really.
Yeah, Latifi's 10 seconds behind Stroll, so there's something going on there as well. Wonderful comment coming in here at the moment from Beth saying 372,000 people. That's more people than Kelly Piquet has dated. No, you must understand Beth as well. She only goes for the lead Red Bull drivers. Yeah, she's got a very particular type. Pierre Gasly is counting his lucky stars. Well, he was already with Max. She was already with Max Verstappen, wasn't he? Yeah, Verstappen, who...
Driver tracker is working, Josh says.
Oh, is it? Oh, I might need to refresh my page then. Thanks, Josh. Got a yellow somewhere on the track. Not sure where. Just it flashed to green. Oh, there you go. That's the driver tracker being in operation again. Yep, we've got it working. So thanks to that, Josh, who's down in the pit lane for us. I'll just change it back to black so we can actually see it.
Something seems wrong with Latifi's car.
Do you see what I mean? There's yellow flags popping up.
Before, Latifi was fighting everyone. But ever since his fight with Stroll, he's just suddenly just been going backwards and backwards.
He's falling. So Latifi was complaining, remember, of issues on the radio.
He's now 11 seconds behind before he was only 6.
The tracker just said that Gasly overtook Leclerc.
Did he?
Well, Gasly's been ahead of Leclerc.
Gasly's been ahead of Leclerc for ages.
It's also showing Schumacher and Tsunoda still on the track.
Yeah.
Schumacher's down at turn 1, Tsunoda's down at the start line, so they're transponders.
We used to get that in British touring cars when the cars, because of the transponders on the roof of the touring cars.
So wherever the bodywork goes.
And if you didn't just take it off the roof because they're magnetic and put it inside the car, it would keep on telling the race control that that you were there.
You've had transponders. You've that little black.
It's exactly the
his
same.
pace is really good.
As long as the touring
Giovinazzi's
cars
still well
use.
outside our pit window. He's behind
GPS
Ricciardo and
transponders.
Bottas, and you're pulling away from those guys as well. So let's keep this up as best we can.
13 seconds now.
That's a bit weird.
That shouldn't happen.
No, that is very, very weird. But they're still circulating out on the circuit.
He's dropped.
Oh, here he is. Look, he's behind Perez.
7 seconds since lap 20.
He's getting blue flags though, but I don't think he's been catching or having to slow up for the traffic. Look, there he goes now. Look,
he hasn't.
That's him letting through Perez. So Perez goes through, and that has actually with actually
14.
I'll try and get my words out. I'll try and get my words out because now, with Latifi backing up Hamilton, it's actually put that Hamilton has been backed up into Perez. The gap between them, 1.9 seconds, and closing. It's visually closing now on the front here, on their TV pictures, and even on the driver tracker.
The balance is changing quite quickly.
Yeah, that's Ricardo. Just ignore that. Ignore it. Ignore Latifi, basically. He's at the back anyway.
I can't. He's dropping down way too much, and it's bothering me.
I love these live driver trackers. When one of the Moto2 lads went out today, was it Moto? Yeah, it was Moto2.
Yes. Oh, Hamilton.
The live driver tracker just.
Yeah, copy Lewis.
Bottas,
Keep on building the gap to Perez.
That's Hamilton saying these guys are obviously too fast for us, so Mercedes going to have to work tactically, don't you?
I love the fact that in the MotoGP today, in the Moto2, one of the lads that was in contention, who's in third place, went out, and the driver tracker, as he went down out of the points, the driver tracker figure, just fell like that and was trying to keep up with itself.
It's fantastically funny, the MotoGP ones. I often think that F1 could learn a thing or two. Perez radio.
Okay, let's stay on Hamilton.
Both.
Close this gap up.
Let's stay on Hamilton and close that gap up. That's Norris saying confirmed to something on the radio.
I hope he at least gets second.
I hope he does, but this is no. Actually, I've got a good feeling that Perez might win this race today. I mean, Verstappen is 8.4 seconds ahead, but still, that is a big opportunity that he might just win this Grand Prix.
I want Verstappen and Hamilton to take each other out. Do you know how?
It might happen.
Verstappen went out. I think it was the first out of the year. He was stopped on the track. I think it was Azerbaijan.
When his rear tyre blew. Yeah. That's his only retirement this year.
Do you know?
It's not.
The interesting
Italy.
thing in qualifying, the Mercedes was quicker on the hard tyre than the Red Bull.
And Hamilton can't pull away from Perez. Perez is closing him in. Say again, Dad.
Yeah, yesterday on the hard tyre, right? The Mercedes were quicker than the Red Bull.
That's the radio. Yeah, so on the hard tyre, Mercedes are quicker. Because remember, in practice 1, Bottas had his tyres on the hards and was faster. In the race runs, Bottas 2 was faster than the Red Bulls on the hard tyre. Right now, they're running 27 laps on these tyres. There was a brief yellow out there, but we've gone back to green, so probably just a little off-track excursion. The FIA introduced a new system this weekend where if you run off the line, there's now lasers effectively all over the track. So if you break that laser line, it'll send a yellow flag instance to the stewards. It's all part of the fact that there is a double yellow flag rule now, that if you improve your lap time in the sector of the track where there is a double waved yellow or even a single wave yellow, it will be over and done with. Megan?
I'm just calculating the time from the highest time reward. I'm ignoring Mazepin's time because I think it's going to catch up by then. I mean, he's very close to the 23 mark, so I'm just going that way.
Okay.
Though, 98 minutes and...
So we're looking at plan B plus 5.
Oh, hang on.
13 seconds.
5. Might be longer.
Megan, you took a photograph, didn't you, of the pit stop strategies before the race started?
I tried.
Oh, did it go?
Though I remember that one stop starting on the softs. Or was it mediums?
Medium, must be medium.
Mediums was 22 to 32. Starting on hards, it would be a little longer. I think it was 28 to 36.
So if it is lap 28... Oh, and Bottas go for a move from Ricciardo. The two who came together at the start of the race nearly came together down at turns 4 and 5. Into the hairpin at turn 6 as well. At the Horquilla corner, second gear, 85 kilometres an hour, back on the accelerator. A little bit close for comfort between the two. But if that is what we just heard from Checo Perez, saying it's plan B plus 5, which is hard tyres, it would be an extra 5 laps. Megan,
Stefan Buga feels that Perez's stop is going to be slow. As if Red Bull would do that just to make sure that Max wins.
Look to extend.
They're all extending it. Norris is extending his.
Yeah, it's just quite consistent now, but don't have a lot more pace.
Yeah, Norris extending his time now as well, so they're all going faster. Yeah, as if Red Bull would deliberately slow. I tell you what, though, if Red Bull did anything to sabotage Sergio Perez, they're going to have 370,000 fans with pitchforks. Bottas trying to get through on the inside of Ricciardo, can't get through into the apex there at turn 1. They're going to have some very angry pitchforks being thrown at them before the end of this race as well. Look at that, packed out Mexican Grand Prix, the first race here in 24 months. Let's hear from Checo.
Checo, let's close it up.
Yeah, let's close it up then.
Mexico City is the largest Spanish-speaking city in the world, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right?
More lifting coast will help front tyre temperatures.
Okay, back to you. Yeah.
So, that's an awful lot of people between you and the airport.
Yeah, they will just form one giant line.
I've got to go.
All right. Well,
I had my flu jab yesterday. And
not well still.
things.
Well, thanks for coming in.
Only yesterday?
Yeah, it was only yesterday. Thanks for coming in.
I keep thinking it's
We'll
today.
see you later on, later in the year as well. As don't I was gonna say, don't take the headset off the back there, whatever you do. Megan stays with me in the comms box as well. You may as well just swap to this chair now. Later on.
I don't want to move right now.
Hard to put the chair. Well, who do you think then as well as 27 out of 71? So that's at half distance. Around about what 44 to go. That's not too bad.
Yeah.
In the battle. As Bottas tries to go around the outside of Daniel Ricciardo down towards turn 1, trying to get the move done as well. Hasn't paid off just yet. As he gets the run out of turn 1, tries to have the accelerating power.
Let's have a good lap here. Leclerc 4 behind. Latifi 4 in front. We will get another blue flag in.
Bottas to the inside. Bottas to no. Ricciardo dealt with it there. Ricciardo, if anybody, knows exactly how to make a manoeuvre down to that part of the track as well. He just blocked
someone as well.
Yeah, just blocked the inside. Nicely done as well. Yeah, Ian Burge had his flu jab yesterday, and he's not exactly well, obviously, with his illnesses as well. It doesn't exactly mix well, but it's nice to have him in the box for a while.
We're looking at target +6. Target +6.
Okay, so that was a response to Perez saying target +5.
It's like, go one lap more.
Go one lap more, try and do the overcut and see how it works as well. So the battle well and truly on right now. As after calling Pedro Acosta as the Moto3 champion earlier on this morning, my voice is now just about starting to go, so you can hear it on the stream. I sound like Martin Brundle after he's had a long night out.
Secretly, I bet Red Bull are just like,
We need to increase lifting
we all
cost
know.
for fuel.
Facts.
As Russell.
So that's, target level 4.
Just go
Actually,
8.
Like to be level 2 or 3.
Push it a little bit more.
Cluckiest Hams has said on the radio as well. Can anyone remember a prediction made by someone yesterday about Tsunoda taking others off early? Clap, 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 clap. Well done. You win a silver medal. No, actually, forget it. You win a gold lucky chocolate coin. For that one.
Now I want chocolate coins.
I want chocolate coins. If only I knew
Shall I buy them
What was
tomorrow?
that from Perez? Do you see that? Perez is sort of angry fisting the side of the...
Do you know what that's called?
You interrupted me at the worst point. Angrily shaking his fist at the side of the car there. You interrupted me at the worst possible moment when I made a full par there as well. That's going to get clipped. You know it already, don't you? But Sergio Perez angrily waving his fist at the side of his cockpit as well. What was that? Old Mexican angry at cloud will be a Simpsons meme as well. Look at that. Go, 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 Checo.
Box opposite Gasly.
Box opposite Gasly is Leclerc's message. Leclerc's P5, Gasly's P4. The battle well and truly on here at the moment, Megs.
Off topic, they sell them in the co-op next to my college. I'll get some tomorrow.
Oh, fantastic.
Right, so I think they're Christmas ones as well, I'm not sure. I saw them the other day. Right, so...
That 30.
Gasly's maintaining his position quite well. I think he's one of the only ones.
Mercedes coming in. Which one is it? Can't see.
Bottas is going to be Bottas.
Vettel off track and continued at turn 2. I don't think it is. I think it's Hamilton. It's Hamilton. Hamilton pits but locks up. He makes the apex out to the pit lane. So this is it. A crucial moment in the World Championship. Lewis Hamilton into the pits. The first one to pit. A lot of change to the front wing. It's a super stop. It's 2.4 seconds. That's like the Mercedes we like to see as well. He's going to come out, I think, just
Gasly.
ahead of behind Gasly.
Going to go out behind.
Look, Gasly's gone down there. That's Latifi. There's Gasly. Gasly goes third.
Oh.
And that's Hamilton going to have a go as well, battling with Leclerc. Leclerc trying to get on the outside. Leclerc's going to be in the braking zone as well. Leclerc gets ahead of Hamilton. That wasn't part of the plan. Unbelievable. Hamilton lost 2 places there, but has he done the undercut? And has he, now on the hard tyre, can he get it 42 laps to the end? Is that Hamilton's moment to win the race? Mercedes faked what they were doing. They said on the radio, but a target +6, that should have been 1 lap more than Checo. They came in, I think, 2 laps early.
So, box this lap, box, pit confirm.
Well, it's not going to be...
Immediately, the position is given back. Just so...
Yeah, so Leclerc will pit now as Gasly's in P3 because they've done that because Ferrari can sense the fact that they can get him in, they can get him ahead of Gasly, which will put him on the podium because the 2 Red Bulls haven't stopped. If Red Bull are smart, they will box Verstappen now, and they're not going to.
Box Perez at least.
Oh, tyres are good.
Verstappen saying tyres are good on the radio. Perez said they were good earlier on, so it's status quo at the front.
Yeah, just keep checking how much he gains on that new set.
Yeah.
We are monitoring, Max. Don't worry.
Max just...
Chunky. What did I say? Cluckiest Towns. Sorry, it's Chunkiest Towns. I did know that, but it just in the heat of the moment it went out. So sorry, Chunkiest Towns. I'm quite large, not desperate for kids. I can't. Oh, right, okay. Sorry, my fault. It's Chunkiest Hams. I'll get that right. I thought it was Cluckiest Hams. I was thinking, why is it Clucky?
I don't know.
Why are hams clucking? That's not
I don't know.
the right animal.
Leclerc pits and goes into 8th. That's not good for him.
My apologies, Chunkiest Hams, as well. I'll get your name right. It's when it's in the heat of the moment as well. I need to clear my throat and have a bit of a water.
You really do. That might be a good strategy for Ferrari, actually, since...
What, clearing the throat?
No.
Yeah, just keep checking how
Leclerc
much he gains on
boxing.
that new set.
Yeah.
Because he's gone
We are monitoring, Max. Don't
right to all where the people haven't.
Well, he's come out ahead.
Already boxed.
He's come out ahead of Alonso now as well, so that's already got a little bit more power and a little bit more attack factor than what it needs to be. It's lap 32 of 71 at the Mexican Grand Prix. They're closing down. What is this from Beth? That Toto, he's a real wolf in wolf's clothing.
They're gonna. Yeah, very good.
Gasly pits.
Yeah, Gasly is pitting. I can see him going in there.
So Hamilton goes back to 3rd place then. He's got 18 seconds between him and Perez. Is that right? Yeah, 18.3.
If they do a quick stop, they could get it. Sainz goes into 4th.
Let's take a look then. All 4 tyres changed as well. It's a slow stop for AlphaTauri. Oh no, it's 2.7. I take that back. It looks slower than it actually was. Your mind sort of goes into super slow mode, doesn't it?
Check out how the tyres.
Vettel is 5th.
I mean, they're not too bad to keep this pace.
Raikkonen 6th.
I mean, started to get understeer.
He's got understeer, but they're not too bad to keep it as it is. As here comes one of the Ferraris trying to go right round the outside. It's Leclerc passing Alonso in towards turn 1. It's a super move.
If it wasn't Alonso, I would be so happy.
What about what? The Leclerc got up there?
Yeah.
I'm sorry to burst your bubble there, but it is unfortunately Alonso. That is Raikkonen passing Mazepin, and this is a replay as Leclerc goes right round the outside of Fernando Alonso to turn 1. It wasn't even a move there, was it? That was just a quick dart to the left, and he's already through. Perez now laps Esteban Ocon, who's down in 15th place as well, goes on the dusty part of the track as well, but it's a Red Bull 1-2, so already
Hamilton busy.
Well, we came into lap 1 thinking this is going to be Mercedes 1-2 battling with Red Bull. How the times have changed. Bottas getting spun around on lap 1, making it all the way go round that it's a Red Bull 1-2 as well. Let's go on. The smart strategy is more angry, if quote unquote.
I tell you what.
4.4 seconds safe to Perez.
Yeah, because of those 2 laps that he's just...
So you need to learn when to turn the radio thing down as well whenever you're not looking. So
I will when I do.
Yeah, but we can't have
Raikkonen
Sky.
pits.
Oh yeah, he is. So that puts Norris to P9. And it was a 22 seconds lost. Box! Race leader pits. Max Verstappen comes in.
Isn't faking either.
29.5 seconds to Hamilton. They did this back in Monza and they came together. Are we about to see another moment in the championship? Mexico rejoices as Sergio Perez takes the lead in the Mexican Grand Prix. It's a good stop. It's a 2.2 second stop. They're going to come out together once again. Here we go. Battle on. As Perez takes the lead, Hamilton is racing down the start-finish straight. I think Verstappen has just got out ahead of him. This time, however, yes, he has. There's Hamilton at the top there. The gap across it, it's 7.589 seconds. Red Bull 1-2. Perez keeps the lead, and now Hamilton is too far back. Unbelievable, Megs.
I think this would make Perez the first Mexican to lead a lap at the Mexico Grand Prix.
You are correct. He is the first Mexican to lead the Mexican Grand Prix in the modern Formula 1 era as well. There's Josh Plays. Josh Plays has got him for us down in the pits. Down to you, Josh.
Hamilton medium to hard, Leclerc medium to hard, Gasly medium to hard, Raikkonen medium to hard, and Max Verstappen just come into pit lane right now, medium to hard with a pit lane stop of 2.2 seconds. Perez is in the lead of the Mexican Grand Prix with a gap of 8.7 seconds.
Keep on pushing, Checo.
Keep on pushing, Checo is the major message. Mexico was absolutely rejoiced. Perez leads a lap, goes past the Forest Stadium to Mexico, jumping up in the air. The gap's still 8.2 seconds as well. Josh, before I let you go back to race control message as well, is Perez going to win this race?
I think he will.
Thanks, Josh. Keep it up. We'll be back with you later on shortly. So it looks like Sergio Perez might actually win this race, Megan, and it could happen like that as well.
We are halfway through the race right now.
Oh, you just love it, don't you? Can we listen? I'm gonna put Sky's commentary on when they're through the Forest Stadium. I want to hear the Mexican.
They're working it out.
Plan A +5. Plan A +5 is the Perez message. You can listen to the Mexican fans cheering on their homeboy Sergio Perez as well. He leads here the Mexican Grand Prix. The battle rages on. Mazepin's had his lap time deleted by the stewards as well. Track limits.
Like that matters.
Yeah, track limits down at turn 11. So that's the exit. Yeah, he's last anyway as well. Mazepin continues his situation of finishing last in every single Grand Prix. Can we go to Perez, please, through the Forest Stadium? I really want to hear the Mexican fans cheering. He's not at the moment, which is really annoying. But the fans absolutely in love with Checo here today. If he can pull off a race, I'll tell you what, though, Red Bull have got to be very careful. Even Christian Horner said, I don't think we're going to take a victory away from Verstappen. So I would take a victory away from Perez just for Verstappen's title.
Okay, so that first stint was 33 laps long. We're looking for 38 this stint.
So Verstappen's on the tyres at the end.
They'd have many Mexicans just ready to just like.
So okay, Verstappen is there. Verstappen's going to take the lead. We know that because Perez has still got to pit. But the question is, I think this could be Verstappen's course because Perez hasn't stopped. Has Perez stopped?
No.
Are we sure about that? No, yeah, you're right. He hasn't. Yeah.
Perez, Sainz, Alonso, and Norris are the only drivers on the grid to not stop so far.
Yeah, so...
Coincidentally, I think we're all on the same tyres.
They are mediums, they will be on, yeah. So already then tyres and situation changing. This is a replay of Lance Stroll. It's a slow stop. They couldn't get the jack underneath and they couldn't get the tyres changed at the front either. 6.7 second, very slow stop there for Lance Stroll as well, as the situation keeps on battling and changing here. 36 laps to go of this race as well. Lap time deleted.
So Sebastian, 36 laps to go, 36. This tyre, remember, for the first 10 or so laps needs surface looking after. The lift and coast will help, but you don't need any more than you are doing.
Tyres are good.
Tyres are getting good, says Perez is going to go for a long one. Who was that driver just a few moments ago who went the whole race on...
Ocon.
Yeah, he did the whole race on the intermediates, didn't he, at Turkey?
Yep.
Is Perez going to try and do as many laps as possible on these tyres? 7.7 seconds the gap between him and Verstappen right now.
If they're good right now, then I think he could go...
Yeah, look, I know even having Perez on the podium would be good, but just let Checo win his home race, for goodness sake. It's been a pattern this year. Let's listen.
Yeah, his pace is good.
It's a good lap.
The pace is good. What was his last lap? 1:21.068. Verstappen was a 1:20.266. Okay, so Perez is slow, and they are going to catch him, so he needs to box. Don't just leave Perez out there for so long thinking that he could help him. Get him in a proper chance to win this race. Don't think about Verstappen. This is the Mexican Grand Prix, and Sergio Perez could make history.
The rears in nicely.
Yeah, but if they keep him out for a little bit longer.
No, it doesn't work. He's going to look. He's losing a lot of time right now as well on the deck, because he just needs to move.
Get him in now.
37 laps, long enough. Russell and Ocon battling over 14th place at the moment. 8 tenths between them. It's one of the closest battles on the track, actually, as well. And add that as well with Bottas and Giovinazzi. No, Bottas and Ricciardo, sorry, the gap between them. Bottas has DRS on the run from Ricciardo just now as well, as they come through the Forest Stadium sector now, past the Mexican fans. The Mexican fans will know if Red Bull have cheated Perez out of a victory, and that's what they're doing right now. They're leaving Perez out there for so long right now. Sainz hasn't stopped yet, but the top two have. Bottas has stopped. Yes, he has stopped. So, yeah, get Perez in there.
They've lost the gap.
Yeah, they're losing the gap big time. Get Perez in there.
Perez will be behind Hamilton.
Red Bull doing it again, letting everybody down as well in terms of the factors of what we need to do. Alonso's on the radio.
So at the moment, no threats from behind. At the moment, we are considering plan A again.
apart from Norris.
So Alonso starts on the hards, correct me if I'm wrong. I can have a look for you.
Mediums.
Alonso started, where is he on the board? Where is Alonso? P7. Started on the mediums. Yeah, he's done 37 laps on those mediums.
Yes,
so you're right, yeah.
Everyone who hasn't stopped is on a medium.
Yeah, but Perez has done 40 laps on these mediums as well. That's the big worry. Can he make it to the end of this race on those medium tyres? I don't think he can. 40 laps though, 34 to go. I know what they're doing.
What?
I know what they're doing. They're going to make Checo go as long as they can on these mediums, and then they're going to put him on the red soft tyres, the really super fast tyres towards the end of the race. That's what they're going to do. They're going to leave Perez out there until around about 22 laps to go, and then they're going to put him on the mediums. So that's another 11 laps as Bottas battling now with Danny Ricciardo. Ricciardo slips up the inside, keeps ahead of Bottas. Bottas trying to go left and right.
On Sainz 21.7
tyres.
Yeah, red tyres. C4s.
Negative. Just keeping you posted.
As here comes Bottas. Bottas trying to go on the outside now, down towards turn 1. And sorry, down to turn 4. It hasn't worked out that way. Yeah, Perez is the only driver to have a brand new set of soft tyres left, and you only need that for a reason. Hamilton, Bottas and Verstappen. Hamilton has 2 old soft tyres. Verstappen has 3 old sets of tyres, but Perez has kept a brand new set of the C4 soft tyres. My betting is that they're going to leave him out there as long as they can and put him on the soft tyre compound. Perez is going to be super fast in the last segment of this Grand Prix. And if there's a safety car, you count on Checo.
Does this mean that Verstappen, they aren't putting any hope on him in this? They just want him to get at least second.
Oh, I think they're putting hope on Verstappen winning. I think number 1 priority is to give Verstappen a win, but...
Ricciardo.
Box this lap.
He's doing it now. So boxing this lap now is Danny Ricciardo. That's his second stop of the afternoon.
I just saw someone doing a speeding camera thing to him.
That's Verstappen doing 37 laps on these hard tyres. He now switches to the mediums. That have done 2 laps on them before.
Bit of a slow stop, 2.9.
Old set of medium compound tyres. It's an old section of tyres as well, so he heads back out into P13. Bottas to P11 then. Raikkonen hovering in the points at the moment. It looks like that's 6 points he has in the championship. He could go up there as well and get 7 points and be level with Nicholas Latifi as Alpine dives for a manoeuvre on one of the Williams here. Can't see it's Ocon trying to pass Russell over 14th position as well as it stands at the moment. Ocon's in the tow with the DRS down the Rectra Trasca, down into towards turn 4 there. Santiago goes on the outside. Brilliant move there on the outside.
Russell's getting annihilated by the Alpines today.
That's Ricciardo. We already heard that message just before. Megan, say it again.
I just feel like Russell's getting annihilated by the Alpines today.
Does look that way, doesn't it? It always seems that way as Russell went right round the outside as well.
Seeing Danny Rick right now.
Ricciardo just getting through there as well. Russell holding the gap. Hamilton has the fastest middle sector of anybody so far. As Perez, sorry Josh, hang on, I have to come to you in a second. Perez pits, finally.
Didn't even notice.
Now, with 31 laps to go, is he going to put the hard tyres on or is he going to put the medium tyres on? Let's take a look. What's he going to put on? Which tyre is it? I can't see. It's hards. Okay, so they've gone on a hard tyre set.
Good stop. Faster than Verstappen's.
2.3 seconds. So it's faster than Verstappen's was at 2.7. So Perez now will take 3rd place, set off after Lewis Hamilton. But once again, the 2 title protagonists, 1-2. Verstappen leads 9 seconds to Hamilton.
Ooh.
Perez comes out in traffic, but still has it. And Josh Plays has news for us down in the pits.
No info from the stewards, which is a good sign. Vettel did a stop doing medium to hard. Lance Stroll pitted for medium
2 seconds, Josh.
Let me know where they're quicker, man. Where Verstappen's quicker.
So to Verstappen, main losses, exit 11, exit turn 13.
So that's Lewis asking the team, where is Verstappen quicker?
Oh, Lewis, you're not going to have to worry about Max.
Yeah, worry about Checo just behind you. Sorry about that, Josh. Back to you in the pits.
Stroll hard to medium, but that was his 2nd stop, and it was a slow stop of 6.7 seconds. Ricciardo hard to medium, also 2nd stop.
Bottas will start. Bottas has stopped in the pit lane. There's something wrong in the pit lane. His tyre wouldn't come off again, and that's a super long stop. A bad day comes from bad to worse. 11.7 seconds for Bottas in the pit lane.
Lapped.
The front right wouldn't go, and he has just been lapped. Bad day for Bottas. He's been lapped by Verstappen and Hamilton as well. Back to you, Josh.
Alonso medium to hard, and Perez medium to hard, which we just saw, with a fantastic stop of 2.3 seconds, and then Bottas just pitted with a problem with a stop time of 11.7, which is very long, but went from medium to hard.
Sorry, Josh. Megan, did he hit some of his mechanics? I think he did.
I think he kind of like bumped into them. Oh, there's a spark there. There's like fire going off it.
Yeah.
Look.
Yeah, so, yeah.
Ooh, he
locked up, and the tyre wouldn't come off, and the tyre actually caught fire as well. The inside of the brake disc caught fire.
That's not going to be good for any future stops he makes.
No, but that was a very worrying sight there as well. Sorry, I interrupted you again, Josh. Is that all the info you got from the pits?
Yeah.
Okay.
For now.
Excellent. Thanks, Josh. See you on throughout later on the broadcast as well. As the battle's still raging on right now as well. Megan.
Raikkonen passes Alonso. Fastest lap goes to Sergio Perez with a 1:19.659.
Checo's back on it as well. He's bringing that pace in. He's like I'll tell you what, he's like a fisherman. He's throwing out his line.
Oh, Sainz
reeling
pits.
Hamilton in. Okay, so Sainz comes in then. Finally, that's his first stop of the race.
That gives more time.
Yeah, 43 laps of this race. Sainz finally comes into the pit lane. That's a great stop as well, actually, for Ferrari.
He won't go past 6th, though, because Norris is too far behind.
2.3 second stop there for Carlos Sainz. That's a mighty good time. He drops him behind Leclerc at the moment as well. Still has more examples of going on out there as well. But going well, let's hear from Charles Leclerc.
And we need to focus mid to exit turn 13. Do not push too hard into 12.
The message is not clear. Do I need to be quicker in mid or slower in mid? Better exit or better mid?
Better exit turn 13.
Charles Leclerc, literally having fun with his mates over the radio there as well. Unbelievable with what's going on there. Let's go to the group chat quick on lap 44. Beth saying, if Checo doesn't win, it'll be my fault. I was going through to show support by Checo for Checo by having a Chico roll for breakfast, but forgot to thaw it out.
We never had tacos.
No, we didn't. And Josh says just so that, wow, interrupts me as much as you want for the replays. I will, don't worry. Yeah. Is this Perez lapping Ricardo? Yeah, I thought it was for battle of position.
I just love how Alonso's fighting line of not getting lapped right now.
Beth saying as well, he's like an angry fist. That's going to stick. That is going to stick, I know it. Battle rages on then. We've got 28 laps to go of this amazing Mexican Grand Prix. That's going to put Hamilton. So Verstappen was 12 points advantage coming into this race. 25 for the win. Where's my car? Oh, here it is. And don't even bother. You got it wrong last time.
What did I get wrong?
25. Oh, Radio Verstappen.
I got a B in it.
Can you keep an eye on my left front tire compared to other people?
Yes.
Don't tell me that he...
Verstappen.
Why is he looking at them?
Verstappen saying, let me know about the front left tyre, and he's spotting other people's front left tyres.
Why is he looking at them just like, front left tyres?
I know, unbelievable, isn't it?
Also, what did I get wrong?
The gap.
I was good at maths.
So as it... Oh, I can't even get the calculator working.
It's SD,
Thank you. Take us to the top 5.
Right. First...
Can you keep an eye on my left front tire compared to other people?
That's just a replay.
Yes.
First...
Hang on 2 seconds. So, if as it stands... Verstappen will be on. I need a pen and a calculator. You go through that, and I will read it out.
First, Verstappen. Second, Hamilton. Third, Perez. Fourth, Gasly. He's doing extremely well. And fifth is Leclerc.
Would you slow down a bit?
No, we're just gonna have to keep up or put me on that slow playback thing.
Right.
So fastest sector time goes to Hamilton right now. McLaren are doing a stop. They're looking a bit confused. That's Lando Norris going into the pit lane. I think that's for the first time today as well. Yep, first time today.
So Lando comes into the pit lane at the moment. Is it going to be? Is it going to be a super stop? Yep, hard tyres go on for Lando. Away goes 2.8 seconds as it currently stands. Oh no, he hasn't got the fastest lap anymore. So it's only going to be 17. So as things currently stand, it's actually going to be Verstappen on 312.5 points, Hamilton on 293.5 points, which means there's a 17-point gap in the championship as things currently stand. I've just worked it out for you on quick mental maths on a post-it note up here in the comms box. But as it stands, Verstappen will lead the title by 17 points going into the last 5 races if it was to finish how it is now. And it looks like it might do. So Verstappen, so Verstappen dominated Kota when we expected it to be a Mercedes track. He's come here and he's dominated. Next weekend, it's a Red Bull track at Interlagos. This could still swing anybody's way. 5 races in 6 weekends as well. The battle's well and truly on. And right now, for the first time this year, I'm going to say it, the title is slipping away from Lewis Hamilton. It is. 17 points. That's huge.
Have you noticed, whenever it's in like a streak of victories, someone always comes along to like break it.
Yeah.
It's always when it's a streak of 3.
Yeah. Well, let's have a look. Verstappen won 3 races, France, Austria, crashed out in Britain, Hungary, and then we won in Belgium, Netherlands, got stopped in Italy, won in America, if he wins in Mexico, got stopped in Brazil. It is a run of 3. Hamilton did the same. One in Bahrain.
Oh, Team Radio Verstappen.
Your tyre surface condition looks very good, Max.
Yeah, Hamilton did the same. One in Portugal and Spain, then won a really bad run of races in Monaco. Azerbaijan, of course, he failed at the restart. Then won a good run of races in France, Austria was 2nd, and then 4th in Austria 2. Won Silverstone, 2nd in Hungary. Went up with 3rd place in Belgium as well, only 7.5 points. 2nd in Netherlands, out in Italy as well, scored no points, whereas Verstappen scored 2. And a DNF. Oh,
Checo's faster.
And Checo is faster at the moment compared to Lewis Hamilton. So they are closing in once again. We're on board now with Valtteri Bottas going for a move on Esteban Ocon on the inside turn 1.
Tyre surface condition looks very good, Max.
And that's Verstappen on the radio again going. So with 25 laps to go, the battle is brewing at the moment. There's a little bit of anticipation in the air, isn't there? You can almost smell the fact that if it goes correct, Verstappen versus Hamilton, with only 12 seconds between them, could be on in the last couple of laps. But as you said, Megan, don't count out Checo Perez. He's 6.8 seconds behind Hamilton. Perez could be second here. And closing. We've got info from the pits with Josh. Josh, down to you.
Pitted mediums too hard with a stop of 2.3 seconds, and Norris finally pits going medium to hard with a stop of 2.8 seconds, meaning everyone has pitted except Schumacher
2 seconds,
and
Josh.
Honda, who have
Checo behind Lewis.
6.5. He is catching it.
Perez got DRS.
Yeah, Perez got DRS, though not on Hamilton. He's lapping some cars as well. But Verstappen there just over the radio asking the team, how far away is Perez to Lewis? And he says 6.8, and he's closing him. As Perez,
7 now?
Yeah, 7. Well, Perez just got past Giovinazzi. Back to you, Josh.
And the only people who have not pitted is Schumacher and Honda, because they have retired and out of the race. And no incidents / word from the stewards, which is good.
Excellent. Perez on the radio then just saying 4 laps to go. Well, 4 laps extra, wasn't it? 24 laps to go, that was it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Josh. Catch up with you later. As the action rages on right now as well. And we wasn't team radio, not just yet. It would automatically play if we had. But blue flags coming out. Oh, yeah, we heard from Verstappen, didn't we, as well on the radio. Let's hear from Carlos Sainz. He just said something a moment ago. If we can.
No.
Hey, did it stop itself? It keeps doing that. Here we go.
24 laps remaining. We're going to catch him.
And that is Perez then, saying there's a couple of laps to go there at the moment. So there's 24 laps to go. So it's closing in again as lap 49 of 71.
Perez is lapping people again.
What have you noticed?
That's gone down to 6.9 now.
6.7. It's closing. Perez with that DRS as he passes Mazepin as well. He's closing up there.
Got another DRS.
There is a very, very strong chance as Perez has fastest lap, says... Perez has fastest lap, says Beth as well. Beth getting cheeky with her messages here today in the group chat. Glad to have you along, Beth, as well.
This would be 2 in a row if Perez won.
2 in a row?
Podiums.
Oh, podium, yeah. We got podium in America and... Actually, 3 in a row. We got podium in Turkey and America. And if he gets podium here in Mexico, it'll be 3 races in a row because he got 3rd place in...
unusual for him to get like 3 in a row.
Well, let me just check this as well. Yeah, 3rd place in Turkey, 3rd place in America. And if he gets it, it'll be 3rd place here today in Mexico. 3s for 3s in 3. 3 for 3 in 6, actually. 3 thirds in 3 races in 6 weeks. So 3 for 3 for double 3.
Okay,
that's 2 6s, you know.
He's just all about the 3s and 6s, isn't he?
Look at this, listen. Listen to the crowd. They're all just cheering on Checo every single time he goes by that pit stadium as well. They are just completely on him. And you must admit, Nigel Mansell, they had Mansell Mania back in the 1990s as well. It's getting Perez Mania here. It's Checo Mania.
6 seconds.
And the new fastest lap of the race, a 1:19.468. The race fastest lap we had here in 2019 was a 1:19.232.
Oh, speaking of Perez.
20.6 for Hamilton. He's in free air. That's his pace.
Okay, Lando, you can start pushing on the top.
Gap down to 6 seconds.
That's Hugh Bird, his race.
So Hugh Bird there.
The
Hugh Bird, the Checo's race engineer saying you are quicker than Hamilton in free air. Hamilton's time 1:26.72.
5.8.
Checo is 1:19.4, so he's 1.2 seconds faster. It's being shown again on the radar. Hamilton getting chased by Checo.
Hamilton's losing time.
Yeah, Hamilton's losing time in free. No, he's just gained it back now to 12 point thing. Yeah,
he was losing time. He must have gone around loads.
Yeah,
he
must have
gone around S.
The S's section. Yeah, lost a bit of time.
Like the snake.
Beth says, "Can we all just agree not to speak about numbers?" I'm down for that. Let's just not talk about numbers.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Don't do that again.
I can't stop. Right. So Gasly is holding up right now. I'm surprised he's managed to keep 4th for so long. Though,
Gasly started 4th. We'll finish this race in 4th after running 3rd a little bit more as well. So no, he didn't start 4th, did he?
5th, didn't he?
Yeah. Gasly started 5th. You're right there, Meg. He's moved up 1 place because Bottas dropped down. Yeah. I'm thinking because...
It's effectively started 4th.
He's effectively because Bottas span out so much. He's been 4th ever since lap 1. Did spend a little bit of time in 3rd as well. I thought we were just hearing some radios.
It did not last long, though.
Look at this. On this current pace on track as well, Perez is quicker than Bottas, Verstappen and Hamilton and Norris as well. Perez, on this set of tyres, is not only the fastest man on the track, he's the fastest man in the race overall. His last lap time was a 1:21.68. He's the fastest man on the track still by around about 0.3 of a second.
Oh,
and
he's
just
doing it again.
fastest second sector coming into the S's section as well. This is a man who is on a mission and will not stop. He wants to close down Lewis Hamilton. He even, I think, would have a go at getting to Max Verstappen. Listen to the fans.
This afternoon. Save that quote for later, I think.
The fans, you couldn't hear them quite there as well. The echo of the Red Bull Honda getting there as well. Adam says as well, he was in the comms yesterday in qualifying, Max is going to win this race. It's his to lose. He said that before, hasn't he? And look what happened. He lost it. Remember Azerbaijan? The last race of the long start-finish straight. Josh Play says, I can't. I've got all the info from the pit lane pit stops as well. Time slot. Okay. I don't know what that was about there.
Leave it away.
Unless I've missed something as well. It's Beth putting in as well. It's Josh replying to Beth. Can we just not speak about numbers? Okay, I was going to go on there. Beth says as well, I've got a cheeky roll. I've got a Chico roll fever here. By the way, what's the name of that EV car company in LA that built swoopy cars? Bieber had one, something Karma. I can't remember. Probably Chico. I can't remember, Beth. Please don't crash with Lewis, says GKP Tech as well. Amazon.
You guys still there?
Hey, Phil, still
Do you
here.
know, it kind of sounded like you said Amazon there. I knew it was Hamilton.
Lewis is having no radio messages at the moment, it seems, as well, as they try and just catch each other back up.
Fastest lap goes to
Verstappen
with a 1:18.999.
That's faster than the fastest ever lap we've had here in the race. So that has been blown out. It's a new lap record.
He's trying to call the police.
I'm just double checking to see if that is a new lap record. It'll tell me somewhere in my stats here. It says on the wall on the side, but I want to make sure it's the right one.
5.2 now is the gap between Hamilton and Perez. Even just getting on the podium, that makes Perez the first Mexican to get on the podium.
Unbelievable. This is already an unbelievable race as well. Trying to close back up with everybody as well. The fight is on. The battle is on here. You can feel the tension in the air. Another amazing battle in this championship. It was nearly a 119 dead. 118.999 for Verstappen. It was so close to perfection.
Yeah, but now it's just got the emergency services number.
Yeah, 999 at the side. 1 hour, 17 minutes into this race then already. Actually, 1 hour 15 coming up, isn't it, since the lights went out. 45 minutes to go on the clock. That's it. That's it. Fisk. Thanks, GKP, as well. Fisker, the brand and the car name, Karma. Yeah, that's it, Fisker. Yeah, now you say it, though, I can remember that weird car company.
So from the planner, it looks like the catch is going to be towards maybe the last lap.
Oh, not again.
Just jumping around
It's a
a bit.
fisherman now.
Not again. Not again.
Fisherman.
It happened in No, that's Hamilton to catch Verstappen.
I'm sorry, now all I can think of is Hamilton catching a Verstappen in the net.
Or is that Perez to catch Hamilton? Either way, it's happening again. A last lap show again. I'd just like to point out, if Perez takes Hamilton out of this race, Verstappen would have one hand on the title, unquestionably. It will be a 37-point advantage with 4 races to go. That would be big for Hamilton there. What are you laughing about?
I'm just imagining Lewis catching Max in the net. Just reeling him in.
Okay, so while Megan imagines Lewis catching the Dutchie on the left-hand side...
on the net-hand side.
Oh, dear me. Well, we are in Mexico. Football, goal, and all that lot as well. I was so hoping Checo would win this race as well, but it doesn't seem like it's going to be 4 seconds. He's got to the back of Hamilton there as well. As a strange graphic error there from the camera, just interference coming through.
Why is there like chalk on there?
Where? Oh, it's dust. There was a Ferrari caught fire. An old classic Ferrari caught fire in one of the support races and dumped oil at turn 4. It still hasn't been cleared up.
Did what? Was it on?
Yes, it was on fire.
No, was it on the car? Did it spontaneously combust?
It spontaneously combusted. It had a problem, an engine failure. Leclerc radio.
And we should try to swap positions with Sainz.
Oh.
And he will try to attack Gasly.
Same orders.
I think that was Checo saying sorry. Sorry, I think that was Charles saying sorry. I can't quite hear you. You are breaking up. You can't be breaking up. Yeah.
Sorry, Connie.
Yeah. Sorry. What was that? What was that? What was that, boss? What was that, button? What was that, Bonotto?
It's like you're not team ordering me.
What was that, Bonotto? Stay ahead of Sainz. I will indeed. Team order, is it?
Get past Gasly. Sure thing.
Yeah, sure. I'll stay ahead. So Ferrari are issuing team orders, I think for the first time, to benefit Carlos Sainz. We've seen team orders so far this year to benefit Charles Leclerc being passed by Carlos Sainz. Ferrari proving there's no favouritism between the two by repaying the favour later on in the season by Sainz getting the team order to be let through by Leclerc. That's actually a bit of justice for the Sainz early on in the season.
Karma.
Happened in Austria. Sainz was told to be to let Leclerc through. Now it's happening again. 3.2 seconds. Perez is closing down Hamilton. Hand over fist right now. 3.1 seconds as they cross the line. Gap on. Race on. Hamilton's 14 seconds back. I think Perez could get second. It could be a Red Bull 1-2 to bring them back in the hunt for the World Championships in both the Drivers and the Constructors' Championship.
There is still like 16 more laps to go, or 15.
Tell you what, though, the championship is hotting up with Max about to win 2 in a row as well. Lewis has not won since Russia, and he was gifted that race win. If you think about it, he hasn't actually properly won since Silverstone. This is a bad year for Lewis as Sainz locks up into the Forest Sol. Lewis has only won Bahrain, Portugal, Spain, Britain and Russia. 5 races compared to Verstappen winning in Italy, Monaco, France, Austria, Belgium, Netherlands and USA. So that's 8 wins. He's about to take his 9th win of the season.
May I just say?
More than any other.
Oh, I do say that quite a lot, don't I?
Yeah.
Right, so, have you noticed Hamilton, whenever he's in like a
hang
winning
on 2
champion
seconds.
streak...
Right, that's Russell locking up. Stroll trying to go around the outside in turn 1 and 2. Stroll makes a brilliant manoeuvre for 15th place.
Whoa.
Russell's right on the back of him though. 15 laps to go. Stroll has the DRS. Russell has the power though. Down towards turn 4. Tries to go around the outside. Stroll blocks him though. And that's it. No move there at the Estelado corner.
Yeah, whenever Hamilton is in like a streak of winning championships, eventually someone always comes along to break it and then he's back next year.
Yep, 2008 was beaten, 2009 the car wasn't there. Let's hear from Stroll.
Great job, that's a great job. Push on now. We can get Ocon, come on.
I mean, you are P15, but still, that's encouragement I like to see as well. 2.4 seconds, it's visual now, isn't it? Hamilton being closed by Perez. 2.4. Hamilton's not going to make this easy on Checo, though, no matter if it's his home race or not. But I'll tell you one thing, if Lewis Hamilton hits Sergio Perez out of this Grand Prix as well, Lewis Hamilton will become the most hated person in Mexico. More hated than Jeremy Clarkson, Richard Hammond and James Mayer.
Yeah. And that's pretty difficult to beat.
Yeah, well, actually, to be fair, more hated than Richard Hammond was. He was the one who did it.
Yeah.
At the moment. Oh, this is amazing racing between them all now as well. This is 1.8. Sorry for just burnt throughout the microphone there. 1.7 seconds. Listen.
First phase was to get within.
They know, they can see it. Checo is getting a second per lap off these Mexican fans. And he's closing. What's the betting? If Perez deals with Hamilton and gets a 5-second gap, Verstappen backs off a little bit to do a formation across the line. Sainz has passed Leclerc. Sainz has passed Leclerc. So Sainz now P5, Leclerc P6.
Charles is doing a lot of mistakes to keep me behind,
Oh,
I think.
see, look, Charles is doing a lot of mistakes to keep me behind. Use the air quotations.
Sorry.
Hamilton's off. That's why Hamilton gained time. That's why Perez gained time on him. Hamilton off at turn 12 and continued.
1.6.
There's Leclerc leading, letting Sainz go through, but hand over fist, says Beth. I'll use that one a lot, actually. But look at this. Perez is now 1.6 seconds back to Hamilton. That's why Hamilton made the error down at turn 12. This is race on for the Mexican Grand Prix for the 2021 championship as well. It's match point right now to Max Verstappen. If things stay as they are, with Verstappen first, Hamilton second, the gap would be 18 points because Verstappen has that bonus point.
1.4.
1.4, it's closing. You don't have DRS soon. You can hear the Mexican fans coming in the back of the circuit as well, shouting over the back there with Checo Perez as well. And Josh has got important info. Down to you in the pit lane, Josh.
It was actually just saying Hamilton
Sorry,
is...
2 seconds.
Tyres are going.
Yeah, Hamilton's still pointing his tyres are going. That's it for Perez.
Pace good. Tyres are good.
Pace is good. Tyres are good. He's going to start closing in. 1.3. Back to you, Josh.
Yeah, the important info was that Hamilton was off. That just jumped up. But Latifi 9 laps ago pitted from hard to medium for his second stop of the day.
Excellent. Thanks, Josh. So that puts him back on the challenge.
They still haven't updated Ocon.
Yeah, you said Latifi had a bad day. Look at this. 1.3 seconds as well. Perez is closing.
1.2.
Oh, Perez radio.
Brakes are good. Tyres are good. Battery's good. Let's go.
Let's get him.
Engine is good.
Engine's good.
They're literally going to each other right now with a bloody checklist. This is unbelievable. Look, he's visually closing now on Lewis Hamilton. Perez has got the attack.
1.1.
Through the Forest Soul. Is he going to have the activation zone? The detection is out of turn 15, so he might have it. No, 1.1. He's not going to have DRS this lap. He will get the slipstream, however. With the 12 laps to go, it is still possible that Perez could catch Verstappen after this and really throw the championship into a blender and turn it on to max power. Talking about Max Power, he's leading this race with the fastest lap of the race, remember? He's got that bonus point, 1:18.999.
1 second!
Oh, this is it. Game on. He's going to have the DRS, surely. 1.097 the gap. He's visually closing now.
Okay, Pierre Ferrari just swapped their car. Now we have Sainz behind us, but he's still 12 behind, a long way away.
Yeah, he needs to get past.
Hamilton says he needs to get past. Hamilton says he needs to get past this lap traffic. Mexico is standing. They may not get a winner, but they can see their boy could get second and get past a world champion. He is on the back of him so much right now as well that you almost don't know where to go. Look, there's Sergio Perez's family. There's Papa Perez as well, just watching on, just hoping to see. His wife is there. Their son is there as well. 0.86. He's going to have DRS going through turn 15. He'll be down towards turn 1 if it's going to happen. Perez will have DRS. Listen to this.
Now they're all on their feet. They're not just
DRS.
They are all on their feet. They are all on their feet.
He has DRS.
In the Forestall Stadium. He's got it. 8 tenths of a second, 7 tenths of a second. He activates the DRS at the finish line.
0.5.
Away we go. Down towards turn 1. 900 metres from the activation zone to the braking zone for turn 1. Into the Assis Morcea Solana. Down from 8th gear. 347 kilometres an hour.
DRS
Back
again.
on. 3rd gear. 105 kilometres. He'll keep the DRS though through the 3rd activation zone. Down the Rectra Transa before coming into turn 4 is S.A. Delago. Can he get it? Perez, unsurprisingly, gets the fastest lap of the race, the driver of the day award way before we've even done it. He's already been crowned. He can't mathematically be caught by that. So Perez is your driver of the day. Unsurprisingly, they are breaking the stands. The Mexican fans are breaking ranks as well. The flags are waving. They are cheering him on for a second place
Got
right
DRS
now.
again.
Yeah, he's got it now, hasn't it? The hunt is on. He's like, look, it's like a magnet. It's attached to the back of Hamilton's car and to the front of Sergio Perez. They are towing each other in perfect lines as Gasly's gone off for turn 12 but continued into the Forestall once again. 10 laps to go. The battle rages on.
I am very, very apprehensive. Oh, has he got DRS again? And I think he's... Yeah.
He's going to have it. Here we go.
0.6.
He's closer than he was before as well as they come onto the start-finish straight. 980 metres from the last corner to turn 1. 900 metres for when the DRS is activated to the braking zone as well. Can he pull to the inside? He has a little look to say to Lewis, hi Lewis, I know you're there. I can see you. He's going to have it as well down the Rectra Transa. 8th gear, 320 kilometres to 2nd gear, 105 kilometres. I think Checo's just playing with Lewis here, like a cat with a ball of string. Lewis won't crack, though. Lewis will not crack under this pressure. He will not crack. He will keep calm and carry on.
Second now.
Yeah, what's happened? Oh, that's why Perez had to pass the McLaren. So that's why the gap's fluctuated. But he's still got DRS, though, because he crossed the detection point within a second. Yes, yeah, it was. So Perez uses the DRS, but he was outside the second, but still has the down towards the Forestall once again.
Exactly a second now.
That means he'll get DRS. If he continues out through, yeah, it's exactly a second, and he has got DRS. So he's crossed that detection point at the Forestall within a second of Hamilton. Let's hear from Lando.
Let's stay with them now, benefit from when they go through Alonso. Yeah, that's obvious.
And there is a
yeah, Lando saying, yeah, let's hook on to the back of these two because they can get Fernando Alonso for P9 if they can stay with him as well, just sort of tow him around the circuit as well. Not many cars left on the lead lap, however, on the driver tracker. So as I just, so I try and change that already. There we go. To show the positions for you all on the driver tracker. They're still closing, Megs, aren't they? They're not going to stop. They're going to keep hunting. Checo Perez, he can smell that victory just like he loves a victory taco.
I am so nervous right now. Oh, it's 1.1 now. He's losing time.
He's stuck with this traffic as well. He knows he's got the time. He knows he's got the pace. He's just got to stay on.
Come on, Checo. Oh, shouldn't you be quicker because Hamilton's stuck behind Ocon?
Yeah, but Perez is stuck behind Hamilton as well, so they're going to knock on each other with the effect.
Is it Ocon? No, it's Alonso. For once, Alonso, please just get out of the way.
So for once, you're going to say to Fernando, get out of the way?
Yes, get out of the way.
Yeah, Fernando, Hamilton is faster than you. Can you confirm you understood that message? I love throwing things back at you.
Get out
1.4, 1.4.
Speed up.
It's closing again. It's closing. The time is upon us as well as they head down the start-finish straight once again.
Go catch Raikkonen.
Tries to have more power. Perez doesn't have the DRS. He's 1.3 seconds behind Hamilton. He hasn't got the attack on this lap either at the moment, unfortunately. So you'll have to hold on and wait and see what's going to happen next. Josh Plays has news for us, though, from the pits.
Only first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and Vettel's just been lapped. So only the top 6 have not been lapped, with Mazepin being lapped 3 times, and Latifi, Russell, and Stroll 2 times, and Mazepin pitted going to hard to mediums, and car 10 off track and continued at turn 12.
That's Gasly, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Gasly is off. Thanks. All right, so thanks, Josh. We're heading from Hamilton now.
Car said it's overhot. It's overheating.
Yeah, copy.
Car said it's overheating, did I hear?
Yeah.
That's not great news. You can do it. That's not great news as far as I know, then. So if Hamilton's having problems there as well, I've got no idea what is going to happen next.
We can use...
Mazepin told us... Oh, Hamilton radio.
Car said it's overhot. It's overheating.
Yeah, copy.
Yeah, car says it's over hot at the rears, so the rear tyres are going. So Hamilton's going to be a sitting duck. He's also approaching Alonso as well to lap traffic. Somebody else getting out of the way there as well. It's
Fernando, just hurry up.
Oh, they're passing Schumacher. Schumacher's already out of the race. And Alonso passes Russell. Russell, that's Russell getting out of the way of the battle. And Russell doing his Mercedes duty here. He's a Mercedes driver, teammate to Lewis Hamilton next year. Russell is holding Checo up. And look, he's doing it. He's put his car in a difficult position. Now he's not going to get ahead of him by turn 4. Oh, okay. Fair dues to George. I thought he was going to do his Mercedes duty there and sort of block Perez into turn 4. But George is a gentleman driver. He let Checo through at the right time. So well done, George. There, I respect you for that. Bottas pits, Megan.
Nearly 2 seconds now.
Bottas is pitted. He's put on the soft tyres. It's a used set of soft tyres. No, you broke that the last time you did that.
Very good lap.
Not that one.
Lap time. Gasly lap time 21.1. You can do it.
You can put that over there and you can kneel on that one. You're not breaking that one at the moment either. But still, this is hand over fist as well. Bottas has just put on the soft tyre compound as well because he knows as well that if Bottas can get the fastest lap, it's a point less than what Verstappen would have. It'd only be 25 points. That'll take the gap in the championship down to 17 points rather than 18.
2 seconds now. 2.1. Oh.
I think Perez has lost his chance there, hasn't he? Yeah. 6 to go.
That's good.
Well, Hamilton will take second, meaning the title will roll on by just 17 points. It was damage limitation today, but as we see in the group chat as well, Stefan says as well, total domination by Verstappen today. He's on the radio.
So he's just fitted a scrub soft, obviously going for the fastest lap. He won't get the point.
So Verstappen being told that Bottas has gone for a scrub set of tyres as well. He will not get the fastest lap bonus point, however, because he's outside the top 10 in P14. So Bottas just doing his Mercedes duty there and keeping out of the way of Verstappen. So it will be a 17-point gap if the championship stays as it is, with Hamilton on 18-point gap. So with Hamilton the same. 3-1-2 to 2-3
pole.
Yeah, 39 points with 39% of the votes for driver of the day.
At least he wins that.
Yeah, you can vote for your driver of the day as well via f1.com/vote as well. Into the last 5 laps then here at the Mexican Grand Prix. Another crucial one of the championship. Josh has got news for us in the pits. Can you hear it? Josh, can you hear us?
Yep. Bottas pits for the 3rd time. Doing medium to soft, and they are used. And a reminder, you can vote for the driver of the day at f1.com/vote, but it will make no difference as Perez is confirmed driver of the day.
Yeah, 39% of the vote. Thanks, Josh. We'll talk to you post-race as well if you haven't got anything to say before. So the action's still running up at the moment between them in this battle. Let's go to the chat as well because Beth says numbers stop. She really hates numbers.
Tries to keep it within.
Bottas saying as well, try to keep it within that time zone as well. Don't overexert the tyres. But yeah, numbers stop. Loads of numbers everywhere. Beth, I'm going to email you tomorrow as well. I know it's a different time zone, but I'll email you some point in the next 24 hours. I want a word as well. I want you on the broadcast somewhere. We've got to figure out your times and get you on as well.
1.9.
Okay, so it's closing a little bit in the last
you hated
four.
that, Beth.
Yeah. So lap 60.
1.8.
Understood. Gasly laps in 20.9.
Sainz now trying to have a go at Gasly, but it's 7 seconds between them before to go. I don't think it's entirely possible. So look at that. Hamilton's on 38 laps on his tyres. Verstappen 34. Perez 27. Perez is still closing in as well. So it's closing through. Oh, apparently we were breaking up the first time. Couldn't hear the second. Okay. I know, it's a connection issue with the Wi-Fi. This is Verstappen making an error at the Forest Sol. He's locked up.
Yeah, he's got plenty of time.
Did he get passed by Bottas? He's done that to hold Bottas up, hasn't he? No. Bottas unlaps himself and passes Verstappen while trying to go for the fastest lap. So that's all
Bottas radio.
He's slowing me down.
He's slowing me down over the radio. So now Bottas is ahead of Verstappen. Bottas could hold Verstappen up here and put him in the clutches of Hamilton with 4 to go.
He has 15 seconds between them. I think he's good.
Yeah, but Bottas is oh, this is a wonderful game of chess.
He's slowing me down.
You can overtake him.
Humperdinck says as well, disappointed with Merckx today. Was hoping Hamilton Verstappen would trade top finishes till the end. I agree.
Okay, let him go, Max.
Yeah, Max saying...
And he's in front. He's in my way.
It's like, let him go, Max.
Quick.
No, he is in my way.
Understood.
It's like, let him go, Max. Just like, he's the one in front of me.
Yeah, he's in my way. What am I supposed to do here?
It's, like, it's more like, let me go.
Yeah. Max, I think, is now... Has he got ahead of Bottas? Yes, he has.
I feel like Max feels like
look,
a kid getting told off something he didn't do.
Bottas has now let him go. It's just a little bit of mind game there for Verstappen. Do you see that hand go up? Do you see the hand go up there on the board as well? That's Hamilton ahead of Perez. They got 1.1 seconds. So Perez has come back into this as well. Look at that. Most on-track overtakes this season. They're tied. Vettel 104, Alonso 104.
Alonso, just do one more.
And he's in front. He's in my way.
Vettel isn't going to pass anybody. He's 12 seconds behind Leclerc. Alonso's not going to pass anyone.
He might.
He's 8 seconds behind Raikkonen, so that battle will go down into Interlagos in a week's time.
Alonso better win it.
Yeah, lap 70 or 71 coming up as well. Reminder, this is just the beginning of the triple header for Formula One. This weekend, the Mexican Grand Prix. Next weekend, the Sao Paulo Grand Prix at Interlagos as well. And always a great race there as Bottas comes into the pit lane for a new set of tyres. Oh, he's put on another set of softs as well. Oh, what's happened? Oh, hang on.
Again.
No, he's waiting. He's waiting. That's clever. They've released him to go into the path of Perez, but it's too late. They've missed it. So they wanted to hold Bottas to put him in place in between these two, and it hasn't worked.
They should have just let him go. He would have got him.
They should have. Mercedes' strategy is about as useful as a flip-flop in the shower with a hole in it. 7 tenths.
When did that happen?
He's got the DRS as well. This is unbelievable. I tell you what, it's about as useful as a fork to eat soup. It's unbelievable. I mean, you can pick up the carrots, but you can't really do anything else, can you? Coming through then as well on the action. Perez is closing now, 8 tenths between them as well. I hope so, but Red Bull continually stronger at this point of the season. I agree there. Happening. Yeah, it's gone quick, hasn't it, this race, the end of it. It's back on the action. Vamos at the moment as well. Everyone going to go Checo. He's going to finish on the podium. So close. Final lap, the Mexican fans are cheering because Perez might just do it, you know. He's going to have DRS down towards turn 1. Hamilton has traffic as well. Look in front of him as well. They're going to try and go left, try and go right. Russell's past Bottas as well. Russell finishes ahead of Bottas once again this season. Down now into turn 1. Perez on the radio.
Drain the battery. Final lap, this is it.
Basically, go, Checo, go! Drain the battery.
Do it.
He's going to do it. Not that much between them. It's on. Drain the battery.
Go for it.
Go for it. It's closing again. Down towards turn 4. Hamilton's having to defensive. Cuts back on the inside top 5. Down to Hawkwilla. Can he get the move? No. And it's closing in once again, Megan.
Come on, Checo. Come on, you can do it. Just think about how good it would be to pass him.
Out. Now, Max Verstappen in front of the Mexican fans for the 3rd time in 5 years. He is going to be a Mexican Grand Prix winner. He's on cloud 9 with one hand on the championship. Max Verstappen wins the thrilling Mexican Grand Prix. He's 9-time a winner in 2021. Cloud 9 all the way around. But can Perez get past Hamilton? No.
No, he's a second behind.
It was a valiant charge. In vain in the end. Hamilton is second. Perez is third. As Kygo, the international DJ as well, waves the checkered flag. It's all over, and it's Verstappen standing pretty in the city of Mexico with 9 victories in 2021, and he did it! Bottas got the fastest lap at the line of 1:17.774. It means that the World Championship point does not go to Verstappen. The gap is 17 points with 4 races to go in the next 5 weeks. Brilliant!
That was certainly dramatic.
Let's hear from Max.
Ah, yes. That's more like it. Great drive today, Max. Great drive.
Yes! What a race. Oh, that was great, guys. What an unbelievable pace in the car.
What a mate, that was absolute textbook. You were fantastic. Very, very well done. Checo up there as well. Double podium. No Bottas in the points. And you got fastest lap.
Yes, that's always good. Great job today, guys. Really, really well done to everyone. Also the pit crew. Great job. Let's keep this up.
Sorry, you didn't get fastest lap at the end. Bottas nicked it off you.
Correct me if I'm wrong. So we're going to do the math live here. 25 minus 18, that's 7. The gap was 12 points, and plus 7 to that, 19.
You realise you could have just asked me. I have really, really good.
So, it's Max Verstappen, who now has a 19-point advantage in the Drivers' Championship with 4 races to go. Every year.
It's like they
Perez Radio.
One in my country. Thank you, guys.
He's just happy with
you. Time for some tequila.
Tequila!
I'm sure a fair amount of that
Mexico rejoices! It's time for tequila! And Papa Perez happy there as well. He's celebrating with everyone, marshals and officials alike. Max Verstappen, though, cloud 9. He's won his 9th Grand Prix of 2021. Victory number 19 of his Formula One career. And with a 19-point advantage in the championship with 4 races to go, he has effectively 1 race win ahead of Lewis Hamilton.
They're saying numbers.
There's a long way to go in this championship, but Max Verstappen here today has got one hand on the title.
Ooh.
Lewis Hamilton knows it as well.
He doesn't look too happy.
He knows it. Verstappen did not put a foot wrong. He had a brilliant start. He got ahead of the 2 Mercedes into turn 1, and then Bottas decided to go spinning.
Yeah.
What a race. Check out. Listen to the crowd. The crowd are cheering. I can't wait for the interviews. Checo's on the podium, the first Mexican driver to be on the podium in the current era of
Hamilton's
Formula
really
One.
Getting out slow. Hold on.
I gave it everything. Just don't have the pace.
Is that the sound of a man who knows his world championship is over?
It is.
Gave it everything, and as in his own words, they were just so darn fast. Oh, GKP Tech has also just said Raikkonen got 8th. He did, and Alonso 9th. In the final results, so Alonso gets points, so that second half of the table finally changes. Raikkonen jumps up into 16th place in the Constructors' Championship now. Big hug at Sergio Perez as well. Is that somebody who's taller than Sergio Perez?
I mean, there's
Sorry, is that somebody smaller than Sergio Perez? Perez is taller than his engineer. Oh, listen to the crowd.
They've been singing ole, 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 Checo all day long.
Listen to the crowd. I tell you what, he may as well have won the race. They are celebrating Perez on the podium in his home country like I have never seen it before.
Oh, there's his dad.
From a man who won his first Grand Prix a year ago in Shakir to where he didn't have a drive until the winter break for 2021. He comes into the Red Bull team. He becomes a two-time winner of the championship as well, with victory in Azerbaijan. And now he gets a podium, and Max Verstappen gets the lift up as well. Red Bull feel like they've just won the championship, and they've got one hand on both. Unbelievable.
I would rather be a part of Red Bull for the way they celebrate.
Red Bull, this is like the glory days with Vettel and Webber all over again. Papa Perez congratulating Max. Max and Checo going out together with the Mexican flag to celebrate. These two teammates love and respect each other so much. A healthy dynamic.
Well,
just listen.
That's a good anniversary then. That's a good reason.
At this very track, Riccardo Patrese driving.
Unbelievable.
It's a track that's...
Vamos, Checo. Ole, 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 Checo. Being spent in the back. That is the image worth $1,000. That's the image seen all around the world.
So's this.
Lewis,
the man who lost it. You know you've lost it. He looks so defeated.
Lewis now knows that he is effectively going to have to battle for this title. 19 points, the gap in the championship going forward. Respect between the two, but this is a big challenge now for Hamilton to fight back. This is Verstappen now going into the last 4 races in control of the championship. This will go down to the last race, but it's getting close where it might not. This race could be decided in Saudi Arabia.
It could be, and due to how they're getting on with their track building, not at all.
Yeah,
it could be exciting.
If Saudi Arabia is cancelled, it'll definitely go down to Abu Dhabi. David Coulthard, who has been around this weekend, is hosting the post-race interviews. It's going to get noisy, but first up is Lewis Hamilton.
Maybe not the result that you wanted today, but nonetheless, still a very strong position for the championship. I'm saying maybe not the result you would have wanted today, but still a strong result for the championship.
Yeah, well, I mean, firstly, congratulations to Max. That car is far superior this weekend, and there's nothing we really could do about it.
Hamilton to Red Bull confirmed?
I gave it absolutely everything.
I don't think we're
even
going to give up then.
obviously a great fight with Sergio at the end.
I feel like they're the perfect
but I'm really
duo.
grateful he was able to at least get a second.
The atmosphere here is quite special, isn't it? The support for Checo. You saw him coming towards you at the end of the Grand Prix. How worried were you about that pressure?
I feel like that little Perez is going to be...
I mean, the pressure is... I mean, I've had that many times before, so it was easy to hold on. But it just shows how fast their car is when Sergio is that close behind me and able to follow that closely. He did a great job, so he was applying that pressure and just kept going. Yeah, but I really enjoyed the race still.
Lewis, well done.
Thank you.
What a race.
So moving on to our race winner.
Listen to
Max
the crowd.
Verstappen, your 3rd victory here in Mexico.
Oh, wow,
they love him.
What do you think of this crowd?
It's incredible. I mean, of course, having Checo as a teammate coming here to Mexico is amazing, but even before that already, all the time the fans here, they've been incredible. They love Formula One, so it's really, really nice to be here.
Talk us through the start. It seems like you really aced your braking on the clean side of the track, but you took such an advantage into the first corner. Yeah. Is that something you'd played in your mind before the Grand Prix?
I mean, it was nice 3 wide, and it was all about just trying to brake as late as you can, and yeah, of course, kept it on the track and went from 3rd to 1st, and that was basically what made my race, because then I could just focus on myself, and we had incredible pace in the car, so I could just do my own thing.
The Americas have been kind to you. Last time out in Austin, here in Mexico, going to Brazil, another circuit that's strong for you. Are you starting to think of this championship, or is it just race by race?
I know it's still a long way to go, but it's of course looking good, but also it can turn around very quickly. But I'm looking forward to Brazil. I have also very good memories there.
So this was a fantastic victory. Again, congratulations on that. Were there any issues at all that, you know, as we get into this late part of the season, any little concerns?
Oh, what happened there?
No, it was actually quite
One of
straightforward.
his
so
like engineers
really nice
just
when that
patted him on the back while running away, and he was just like jumped. I just like.
So finally,
oh no, here we go.
To the man that, if you listen to the crowd, you'd think he'd won this Grand Prix.
He may as well have.
The first
Perez is running with
to lead a Grand Prix.
Wow! Listen to that!
And the first Mexican to finish on the podium. I can hardly hear myself above the roar of the crowd.
It's an unbelievable day. Obviously, I wanted more. You know, today I wanted to get the 1-2 for the team. It was pretty close, but I didn't have a single chance, you know, to get through. Still, I gave my full heart, you know, for these people. I could actually hear them when I was going through here.
Wow, they're that loud?
We talk often about home support or home pressure. How much was that this weekend? Because you're everywhere in this city.
Yeah, it was full of support. It was.
Who's this little guy?
Yeah,
oh, is this his son? Oh,
little Checo.
He's a little bit shy.
So, I think it would be appropriate for you to say a few brief words in Spanish to the audience here.
Quiero que disfrutemos muchísimo, nos lo merecemos. Ustedes han sido la mejor afición, no solo hoy, desde que empecé en mi carrera.
There they go again.
Nos merecemos celebrar mucho.
Checo, go and enjoy the podium.
Gracias.
I just don't want to turn the fader down. That is unbelievable. What? Oh, look at that. David Coulthard getting a big hug as well from Sergio Perez. What a feel-good story for Formula One. That is unbelievable. Welcome back, Mexico City. Boy, oh boy, have you been missed. It is always one of the best races of the year.
It was so cute just then watching Checo's son just like fiddling with his suit. He's so small.
Oh, don't. Poor little baby Checo as well. Watching on. What an amazing Grand Prix this has been. Literally, I think one of, if not the best race we've had here in Mexico. There was so much drama going on in this championship. Let's take a look at the race-winning moment as well. Verstappen right round the outside of the two Mercedes on the 900-metre run to turn one as well. Bottas getting tagged round by Ricciardo, and then it was just Verstappen controlling it throughout, wasn't it, Megan?
Yeah, it was. And I noticed at the start, Perez was the one who cut across the corner. So that actually gained him quite a lot of time, though it was just like he had nowhere else to go.
So it was him. I did wonder.
Yeah. He was the one.
Oh, I did wonder what was going on there as well.
He decided that the grass needed to be cut. So he decided, you know what, I'm going to go across.
He's become the gardener here today, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Really? Unbelievable. What a amazing race. We're just getting ready for the graphics, actually, for the review show coming up straight after this preview, this Grand Prix review. So stay with us here on YouTube. We'll be migrating over to the forum as well. So everybody still watching, carry on straight after. We'll do a little 5-10 minute wrap-up show as well straight after the podium ceremony. So do stay with us here on YouTube as well for all of the action. And if not, I know where you are. I will find you. I have a particular set of skills, and I will make you watch the forum. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun as well, actually, as we get going to finish that one. Beth says as well, we've gone from angry fists to teary hugs in around about 20 minutes. Not wishing to be rude. That's about normal, isn't it, Beth?
Yeah.
I don't know what you're saying here for. I know I'm saying here for, but I don't know what you. Anyway, going back on then here in the Championship Challenge. What an amazing run we've had here. Even Josh is having a go on that one as well, and how good it's been. So getting ready for the post-race show here in Mexico City. The podium, though, is electric, and it's about to happen as well here. Third place, Checo Perez. Just listen to the noise you are about to hear here as Perez goes onto the podium. It is going to be like nothing you've ever heard, ever in your life. Here he goes. Ready?
Had so much sponsorship coming into us. Right.
Oh, you can't hear it. The TV pictures are sort of ruining
he hasn't
that
properly
one.
come on yet.
No, I can't hear anything just yet.
Damn music.
I know, music playing a factor every time, isn't it, as well here? That's really disappointing and really, really annoying, actually. So
there it is.
Lewis Hamilton coming into second place as well here today. Vamos effort, I must say, for Lewis Hamilton. He, once again, has been having the attack and defensive manoeuvres through this one. But Max Verstappen, world champion in waiting, some might say. His 19th career win. His 19th career win, Crofty. I'm reading it here, you're wrong. 19th career win. 9th win of the season. And what, Megan, one hand on the title? Oh, that's just showing off. Just like Lewis Hamilton did in 2019, the winning car gets lifted onto the podium with Max Verstappen sitting on the front wheel. Hamilton did that in 2019, but it's all parties for Max Verstappen. He does it in 2021 as well. Max is the winner of the Grand Prix of Mexico City, and in his honour, we will hear the Dutch national anthem. But
we have to talk through it. I tell you what, I think Max's sister Victoria, she's got a lot of handbags this year, hasn't she?
She's got a lot of handbags. She's got a lot of kids at the moment as well. She's pregnant with a baby girl, I believe, this time around.
I can get his little niece some handbags as well.
Yes, I think it might be handbags at dawn, though, thinking about it going forward.
But where he's going, he's going to buy them shops.
Fair point, to be fair. As this race goes on, another amazing win, and you just have to respect Red Bull this year. They found their car to have superior thing. They've caught up to Mercedes after all those years of not really having anything to compete with. That race finished with 5 minutes to go, so I'm very, very proud of that one.
Yeah.
And now the Austrian national anthem for Red Bull. Once again, their 10th win of the season in 18 races. Unbelievable stat that. Is this well and truly Red Bull back to their dominant form? Can they carry this into 2022? Because GKP Tech says as well, Mercedes have moved too many people to 2022. Is Perez promoting Red Bull to keep contract? He's already signed for 2022 and beyond, actually, as far as I remember.
I think that Perez really, really suits being in Red Bull. I think it might be the team that suits him best.
Red Bull like him. That he likes Red Bull.
He likes his teammate.
Likes Max. It all works together
They
really
love his
well.
father.
Yeah, they do.
Right, so I want to keep up the chain of not letting the thing through. So it doesn't really matter. But, they're extending it. I've never heard
the full Austrian national anthem. Yeah,
it's so long. Again, I'm the person who can't even. I don't even know my own national anthem.
British national, God Save the Queen.
Yeah, I don't know it full.
Oh, I was going to say, what are you on about there?
I don't know it fully.
The anthem gets played all the way around then as well. Red Bull celebrate once again. Another, I would say, fantastic victory, but they're all waiting for Carmen to be rung out as well. Max Verstappen wins the Mexican Grand Prix. He takes the title fight down as well. If he's world champion this year, I'm going to be very, very happy to call him as a champion. Holland would go into raptures. Adrian Newey collects the Constructors' Trophy, yet another amazing possible championship-winning car he has designed across his years as well. Lewis Hamilton, second place. Is he going to be second place in this year's World Championship? That is the interesting point. He starts to take the lead in the championship, does Max Verstappen. 19 points the gap. But the biggest round of applause is going to come from Sergio Perez as Carlos Slim Demiti. Let's listen.
Roars for Sergio Perez as his son watches on.
Oh, we better take him away so he gets sprayed.
Yeah, check go. Listen, big celebrations. And now, on your feet, champagne time.
Move little checker out of the way.
It's champagne time here in Mexico. Beth says, I'll see if things are coming for the stewards and pass them on. That's some Josh plays as well, thanks. Beth saying as well. But I think the lesson we can all learn here is this. Is no need for angry fists when we should be fisting calmer. Might be a problem if Perez starts overcutting Verstappen next year, yeah. The happiest man in Mexico right now, Papa Perez, who watches on as well. The confetti is released. White, red and green. Red Bull take a 1-3. It's the same line-out of the podium as it was 2 weeks ago in the main race in America. And now the DJ comes up to start the party here in Mexico City. Max Verstappen, cloud 9, 2,000 meters above sea level. It seems a little higher today. 19 points advantage in the championship. He has one hand on the World Drivers' Championship for 2021. Cloud 9 in Mexico City. Megan Birch, next time out, we're back in Sao Paulo, Brazil for the Sao Paulo Grand Prix. Then we're off to Qatar, Saudi Arabia and Abu Dhabi. 4 races in 5 weeks. It's all going to go down to this once again.
It's certainly going to be very, very dramatic next time out. And I really can't wait.
Don't think anybody can. My thanks to Ian Birch, my thanks to Josh Plays, my thanks to Megan Birch as well, my thanks to Adam Lemridge as well for qualifying quality commentary. My thanks to all of you at home. Stay with us here on YouTube because following this programme in about 5 minutes time, we will have the forum for you as well. Me and Megan take you through me. Yeah, just me. Right. Just me taking you through a 5-minute wrap-up of everything we've seen, and then I'm off to watch Doctor Who. But who needs space and time to get you excited this weekend? Because Mexico has delivered a fantastic race. It's Red Bull dominant once again after Mercedes looks strong. Verstappen wins from Perez in third. Thanks for your company. Good night to you all.